My fucking camera. I'm gonna throw my PC. I swear to God.
I took my headset off and all I heard was my fucking camera.
Should be good to go if this decides to fucking work. There we go. We're good. Okay.
Ships on bigger of the waves of skimming barren summits to the verdant blaze. Each horizon is a new beginning, rise and rain. Far from the fjords and the ice-cold currents, raving soar over new frontiers. Songs and sagas of a fate determined, shields and spears. Vows of favor or the thrill of plunder, pulled together for the clan and kin. Clank of hammers and the crash of thunder, pound within. Oh, the echoes of eternity. Oh, Valhalla calling me. To pluck the strings of destiny. Oh, Valhalla calling me. Valhalla calling me. Sails are swaying on the crimson rivers, blood and glory in the fighting fields. Shields are shattering to splintered timbers, iron and steel. Fires are rising and the bells are ringing. Glory take us into Odin's hall. Golden glimmer and the sound of singing as gods fall. The echoes of eternity. Valhalla calling me. To pluck the strings of destiny. Valhalla calling me. Valhalla calling me. Wind and the waves will carry me. Wind and the waves will set me free. Wind and the waves will carry me. Wind and the waves will set me free. The echoes of eternity. Valhalla calling me. To pluck the strings of destiny. Valhalla calling me. Valhalla calling me. Valhalla.
Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm back and we better than ever. Y'all going crazy in the chat already. What's up? What's up, Mr. Rocky coming in #1? You and Johnny gonna fight about that in a minute because I said that. Welcome, man. Boombots. Welcome, man. Rocky, Balti, Nubsy, Cineax, and Mr. M. Westby. Welcome in, everybody. Glad to see you. Hope y'all are having a great one. Hope y'all are doing great. Good to see you smiling face. Thank you, Balti. I appreciate it. I'm excited. Y'all might not know this, I'm super excited about Mr. Boombox coming in, and you know, I get to have somebody famous, somebody big time, made it all the way out there. He got his name on a billboard. I seen it. He said himself, so suck on it. Hey, hey, I was trying to help you out, Rocky. Damn. Coming in all hostile and yelling at me and shit. Welcome in, everybody. I hope y'all having a great day. Hope y'all having an amazing Taco Tuesday. If you haven't had a taco, what is you doing? Granted, I'm not eating tacos for dinner tonight either, so it's all right. Johnny and I have been fighting since yesterday. It's okay. I think me and Johnny's been fighting since we met each other. Not gonna lie to you. But yes, welcome in, everybody. We have a very, very interesting one. Riddler, when are you gonna upload the sub badge? Faulty, I promise. I just keep fucking forgetting. That's on me. I tried to upload them and it was telling me something about the files were not the right size, maybe. I remember I tried to, but it kept on giving me an error. And I meant to ask you about it, and then I started working on other things and I forgot. But I promise. Okay, how about that? I'll make you a promise. Not tonight, because I have to go to sleep as soon as I get done streaming tonight, because I gotta be at work at 3 in the morning. Tomorrow when I get home, I will work on those. Definitely. I promise. I'll put a reminder in my phone. I'll set a timer for it when I get home, and I got you. Yeah, so my new shift at the current moment, until further notice, is 3 a.m. to 3 p.m. So, yeah, it fucking sucks, but it's one of those days. Probably the day off. Who gets everyone's... No, that's funny as hell. But yes, I'm trying to think if I had a couple of small announcements that I can't remember off the top of my head anymore. First and foremost, shout out to Mr. Johnny Boombots for coming through and hanging out with us tonight. I know he's a very busy man, so I'd like to say thank you to him. Other than that, streams, my schedule is kind of here, there, and everywhere at the moment with my stream schedule. I do apologize for that. My work schedule has drastically increased. On top of that, I have other personal, real IRL things going on, so stream schedules are going to be kind of weird. I am going to try and stick to the Monday, Wednesday, Friday that I got going on. I'm not going to promise that. Saturdays, I'm going to be moving my Saturday streams to every other Saturday. And the Saturdays I don't stream, I'm going to be, let's see who's live. Oh, it's all good, Kenzie. Thank you. Also, Pizza Power, welcome in. But, yeah, so every other the Saturdays I don't stream, I'm going to try and do anime watch parties on Saturday, like evenings-ish, not necessarily nights, not mornings, just when I can. I'll make more announcements. I'm trying to plan stuff so I have more community events, like getting together outside of streaming. We can get together, watch some anime and whatnot. If y'all would like to do that, I mean, I'm down. I recently started One Piece about a month ago, and I'm like 100-something episodes in already. So if y'all want to watch that with me as I go through it, cool. If y'all want to watch something else, I have an anime section in the Discord. If y'all would like to check it out, give suggestions, and we can talk about it in there. Link is right there. But other than that, I really don't think I have any other significant announcements off the top of my head. I did make a new emote today. That was really fun. So yeah, I accomplished that today. Other than that, I'm not watching anime with you. West, plan the discussion, okay? Plan it. Let me know when you're available. Because when you tell me, then I'm going to show up and I'm proving you wrong on every front. Because Sasuke sucks! You know what else you accomplished? Yes. So, shout out Mr. Kainsey. I'm going to go ahead and give him a shout out really quickly. Let's see, at Kainsey. So, my good sir, Mr. Kainsey, my great rival in the Pokemon community, set a sub goal recently for 50. If he hit 50 subs, he was going to do the one chip challenge. Congratulations to him. He hit that sub goal tonight, and after he hit it, I was like, hey, we can just a little suggestion. How about you move it up? Move it up to 75, and if you hit it, you got to do it in a maid's outfit. And when I tell you he is mad right now, he's mad as fuck because he hit it. He went back in his room. He walked in here and looked at me like I was crazy, and then he went back in there. It was really funny. So yes, the date will be decided. I will be advertising the fuck out of that because I think it's going to be hilarious. He's going to eat the one chip challenge, and on top of that, he will be wearing a maid's outfit or costume. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. But other than that, off the top of my head, I don't have any other announcements, any other things that I want to bring up. Let me do that. Fucking idiot. I had the screen down the whole time. Oh my. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we're going to swap on over and start this interview with Mr. Johnny Boombots, aka Mr. Father of Time, okay?
I figured you can't be the only one with a beard.
You have a beard!
I wanted to cosplay as you. I figured I had the hair pulled back, the headphones on, the beard. I figured, why not show up as the Riddler? Say what's up to the people.
Well,
it's your boy the Riddler, the #1 Twitch's #1 Viking in the house. What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Let's go.
You didn't hit hard enough. You got to feel this thing in your hand.
Bro, are you kidding me? My titty hurts. Hello,
you got to feel it's like when The Rock does it. You got to get it.
I ain't trying to hurt my titty, bro. I ain't trying to hurt that shit.
You got to get a semi. You almost got to get a bruise from that slap.
Bro, why would I want to bruise my own titty for?
It's part of the Viking way. It's intimidation.
I'm okay.
It's intimidation. You look across the field and you're like, he just bruised his own titty. What is he gonna do to me?
I'm Italian. My intimidation is breaking kneecaps. It's other inflicting harm, not hurting myself. Like, I don't want to punch myself, walk around, and be like limping across the field. I swing a battle axe, be like, hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I bruised my chest muscle. My titties hurt. I can't swing really.
It's a little spot right here. It's a little tense. Can we reconvene next week with another fight?
I need to stretch it out first, real quick. Give me a minute. Let me stretch it. Flip it down, reverse it.
What you doing with the flower? It was on the kitchen.
It's doing. Was he out again?
Daddy?
Yes, buddy.
Yeah, I'm sweaty.
Still not.
I'm sweaty.
Sorry, son. Son was sick real bad last week, and apparently he's sweating again this week, so everything should be good.
Yeah, I hope you feel better soon.
Yeah. Oh, he had a double ear infection. That's what caused all the issues last week. Which, fun fact, we went to the hospital, right? Went to the ER because he was running 102 fever. So we took him, and the doctor, we was there for like 5 hours. Doctor was like, we don't know what's wrong with him. So they gave him some Tylenol. They gave him that when we got there. Helped with the fever at the time. Why is my camera like, this is weird.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what looks like mine too. Like, my shit is flipped.
Yeah.
I'm all types of confused as hell with it.
Hold on, 2 seconds.
Like, you're not flipped on my side, which is the weirdest thing. Like,
I'm gonna flip myself on my side and see if that fixes it. That's weird. I don't know. All right, well, I can't do that.
Like, you're flipped now, but I don't know.
That's annoying. That's gonna bug the shit out of me. Not gonna lie to you. All right, hold on.
Oh, it looks better now though, because now it's flipped. It's different on Discord, but it's flipped on the.
Yeah, but when I'm looking right here, so it looks like I'm looking off screen. Sorry, we made some improvements or some upgrades to the stream as we was prepping for all of this. So sorry if things aren't exactly perfect. Yeah, we're blaming Johnny. That's what we're doing.
I was like, yo, I'm like, we should do this. Let's use this. Yeah, sorry.
Blaming Boombots off rip.
Let's go. We're gonna do it.
It's always Johnny's fault. Gotta blame Johnny. But all right, so without further ado, let's jump into this. So, Mr. Boombots, I like to start all these off with a somewhat of a mental health check because I do consider you a really close friend. We talk not as often as we used to, but we still talk pretty damn often. So, mentally, how are you doing, bro?
Mentally, the times that I'm good, I'm good. The times that I'm bad, I'm okay. But I'm actually just chilling now. I'm doing good. I got my ADHD meds refilled, so better. Like, I'm not all over the place anymore for the past like 2 weeks. But I'm doing good, chilling.
All right,
working on a lot of shit, just trying to get my head straight for things. So, what about you? How are you doing?
I'll be honest with you. I like to be transparent, everybody. Pretty shitty. Not gonna lie to you, but I am fighting through it. I find it best for me specifically at this current moment. I'm just gonna smile through everything. It's not always the best thing in the world, but they're in the bedroom. I never turn the TV on. But yeah, it's just one of those that makes it easier on my end because I try to preach so much positivity to everybody, and I don't want people to look at me as the positive person who's struggling. So I found it best for me recently. I'm just smiling through it. I make things happen. I look at it from my situation. I'm like, fuck it, we're just gonna go through it, and it's all right. Plus, I have all you guys. I have all my friends from Discord and everything that looks at me and can tell I'm fucked up and back. Hey man, just want to reach out, make sure everything's okay. So that helps a lot.
I'll be real. Like, just starting off with that too alone though. One thing I did learn, especially over the past like 2 years, is that the transparency, even when you're having a rough day and being open and being like, like even telling your chat, telling your people in your Discord and shit, like, yo, I'm fucked up, like I'm having a bad day or whatever. It makes it easier a lot of times because then people feel they can relate to you and they feel like you're not like, they don't think of you as being superhuman, so they know you're human. And that's a big
Hmm.
thing. So they relate to it and like that idea of like in your community kind of shit, like you don't want to be that superhuman. Like people gotta realize like, yo, you're a streamer, but you're human. At the end of the day, like shit, like life sucks at times. But
Yeah.
the fact that
Uh,
you're open with it and you push through makes it better too.
I told everybody. I think I streamed Sunday. I played Bloodborne, which fun fact, like the game's fucking hard. So
Fucking game sucks.
I had a little bit of a moment where I talked to everybody about everything, and I told them I was like, most of my problems are financial. I don't like telling people my issues, like what's going on, but they are all my stresses and stuff are coming from financial. Not necessarily 100% issues, but issues, I guess, is the best way I can explain it. But I mean, that's life. Everybody has to deal with financial issues.
All you had to do was just take the page out of the Twitter. The Twitter. Oh my god, this camera! I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna throw my camera out the window right now.
While your camera's
Already
messing up,
started off with my camera issues.
I'm gonna do this
Are
two
you serious?
seconds.
But as we were saying though, so what you should basically do though is you should have taken a page out of the Twitter handbook. Ask everybody for ask the big partner streamers for like 100K each, and you good.
So what you're saying is I just got to start gambling on Twitch. Let's go.
Yeah, man, that's what it is. Wow, Boombot's got the Walmart cam now. Yo, Kenzie, listen. Just because you finally came out, just because you finally got your camera out of the Cracker Jack box, don't start your shit, bro. Okay, I'll send you another cup
Ooh,
of coffee, and I'll
ooh.
make you more addicted to it. Don't start, Kenzie. Go find some beans on toast and sit down behind your camera, bro.
I don't even know how to respond to that. Yeah. Ooh. All right, so I'm gonna do this really quickly just because you
Toast is fire.
is beans and toast is not fire. I'm sorry, it's nasty as fuck.
Rocky just saying my camera looks like shit, bro. I'm about to fight,
It didn't work. Fuck. I was trying to make it rain the beans and toast, but I fucked that up.
bro. It
All right.
rains over there enough as it is. They don't need more rain, especially not with beans and toast. Like I
So
feel like over there is just like it's like 90% humidity 24/7, like 90% precipitation.
that would suck. But then again, I'm in Alabama and it rains all the fucking time. Bro, I don't know if you saw my Discord today. Today, I woke up and went to work. It was 62 degrees outside. I went to lunch. It was 117 outside. Bullshit.
Oh, I did see that.
I
Yeah,
was
I saw
mad
that,
as
that
hell.
part
I
stuff.
was mad as hell. I was like, how does this happen? So I got distracted. So I'm going to ask you, we're still on the mental health topic. When you know that you're having a bad day, when you can physically sense that you're having a bad one, what is something that you do that helps bring you back to, I'm going to call it the light of things, just to lighten the mood? What is something that you actively know, like, hey, when I'm having a bad day, this is what I'm doing to get myself out of it?
Um, it really depends a lot of times because there are times that I can't pull myself out. So what I'll end up having to do is I'll just kind of like I've learned more in the past couple months though to try to look at things from a different perspective and to try to see other perspectives that could possibly be happening because the way I
Mm-hmm.
figure it is as bad as it may seem for me right now, and as bad as it has been, I know that I've had worse times in my life. and times that have seemed like almost impossible that I'll never get out of it. And there are other people that are less fortunate than me because at the end of the day, though, I still have the community. I have my stream stuff. I have like everything in my room and everything else too. Like I have a lot to be thankful for, and the community itself. Though a lot of times I'll just joke around and talk and like have a conversation with somebody or play a game with somebody randomly, and that'll just distract me enough where I'll get out of the major rut. And then once I get done with that, I'll be like, okay, you know what? Now I got to think about where I'm at. Why am I, what kind of rough times am I having? And if I'm having good or bad, you know what? Why am I having bad? Can I change it? If I can't change it, then you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna have to keep on going with it, and it'll get better. At the end of the day, I gotta hope for it. But if I can change it, then let me change it, and I'll change it for the better at that point. So it's
Uh,
not always easy, but you know,
I heard a quote. I want to say it's a few years back now. It was
bro.
somebody was asking what is the best way of dealing with your bad days, or when you having bad things happening to you, what's the best way of dealing with it? He said the best way to deal with it is to write it down and cross out everything you can't control. If you can't control it, there's no reason to being upset and mad about it. And I heard that quote and it changed me because from that point on, like even now, like when I have actual issues going on, I'll look at my stuff and I'll be like, I can't control this. I have no reason to be angry about it. I can't control this. I have nothing. I can't change this. So why am I worried? I do suggest that to people. Try it out, and it will. I think it'll change your life. It changed mine, especially from the perspective that I look at things. Because if you can't control the things that are happening, there's no reason to be mad about it. They're going to happen regardless. But if something you can change, like if you're looking at it like I could have done this and this would have changed that situation, then yeah, then you have a reason to be mad about it because you could have changed the outcome of what's happening.
Like my camera, for instance. Fucking thing is acting like a piece of shit, and I can't change nothing about it. But guess what though? I used to fuck up so much on Twitch when I first started. So much of my shit would be constantly be broken. It became a fucking meme with the community. It's a Johnny stream.
It's
Shit
not.
don't mean shit's not supposed to work.
Sound like we give advice, bro. Shut your ass up, Kainsey.
Gainesy's giving advice is if you're having a rough day, slap some beans and toast on it and just move on. You're good.
That's hilarious.
Or have another kid. One of the two. Whatever floats his boat today.
What's he on? Kid like 37 right now?
I thought it was 38, but I mean, hey, it works.
Just on my eyes. Thank you, boss, dude. Also, Yellows, welcome, man. I hope you're doing well. So, with that being said, I think we're gonna jump into the juicy bits. Okay, the questions of the questions.
By the way,
So,
before you jump in though, I do
uh,
need to apologize to chat or anybody in the community. If my camera keeps on shutting off or whatnot, though, I'm running into issues with it recently and I am working on it. So just yeah, it's my fault, not Riddler's.
have you tried the old method of where you just slap the
Turning it
shit
off.
out of it?
Oh, I thought you meant like turning it over, turning it
No,
back
no,
on.
like you know the old like, boom.
Nah, bro, this camera's too expensive. I ain't smacking nothing on this one.
Uh,
Nah, I'll faster chuck my PC than throw the camera.
I don't blame you. Blow on it.
What happened to the camera? I think it's my power. I think it's literally the PSU. I think I need a new power supply on the PC. So like for some reason, I think it's just giving an issue where it just disconnects on the USB part and then reconnects again. So I think the power supply is an issue. So we'll see.
It's
We'll see.
only happened what 4 times since we started talking earlier while we started
Yeah,
setting stuff up.
and it's funny because like there are some times that it'll stop, it'll do it nonstop, and then there are other days that it will never happen at all for like a month.
This camera came from a licking charge.
Fuck you! It was from McDonald's or the Happy Meal, asshole.
Oh, that's
They gave me a choice
hilarious.
between Pokemon or a camera, and I chose the Poke camera. So
Yellows, yeah. I got you. I got your name with a question mark in my book. I was gonna reach out to you in probably at the beginning of next month and see if we can get it rescheduled. She was supposed to. We were supposed to get interviewed, or I was supposed to interview her, and she had some personal things pop up, so we had to reschedule that. What
I'm
Johnny?
looking at the comment from Rocky. Go ahead. Sorry.
For my, stream.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Hold on, Johnny. I'll defend you. I got you on this one. Rocky, you don't either.
Ooh, I gotta find something to drop.
Rocky, please don't leave. I love you. I miss you. I haven't talked to you in a long time. But let's jump into the questions. Mr. Boombots, what is your ultimate goal when it comes to content creation?
So my ultimate goal, a lot of times, what I do is I'll reference another big another big company basically that I know of that a lot of people do know of. 100 Thieves. They are a very big esports community, Call of Duty mostly. They're working on Apex now, but 100 Thieves though is honestly like a role model for me in a way because that's essentially where I want to see myself in the future of Nade Shot and basically the idea of owning a company. The NSLB, No Streamer Left Behind, is the brand that I have that I've been building and working on, and I'm going to be rolling it out even further too as well. So ultimately though, I do see myself in a content creation standpoint where I want to be able to own a business where I don't necessarily need to be the forefront or the face of the community of the business, but I want to own the business to be able to help other streamers, other community members, other content creators across multiple platforms to be able to boost themselves up.
Mm-hmm.
Giving resources, having different departments and teams that could basically essentially handle different things, whether it be content creation, internet things, whatever it may be, and have it where it's a business that can essentially run itself and make it where it'll be multiple platforms, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, whatever other platforms come out eventually down the road. But that's the ultimate long term though, is to make it into a business standpoint, not so much as a streamer, a streamer content creator, but to go the business route of it.
All
That's
right.
more or less where I want to go.
So my question is, if I become a member of NSLB, are y'all gonna promote my OnlyFans link?
So that's the one thing though too, is that as a member of NSLB though, we don't do promotions because of the fact that we are not a support for support or follow for follow. So the idea of self promoting and promoting anybody in the community like that is not something that I want to do because I want to make sure it's distinguished between somebody being like, you know what, let me go follow that person because they told me to go follow him. If you happen to meet somebody within the community, within the NSLB community and stuff, and they go and network themselves out, that's what's up, and that's a way for them to meet. But that's the thing though too, is that it's up to the individual person as a member of NSLB to go out and network, but to use our resources to do the networking. If you need advice for networking, etc. But promotion though of other people to be like, yo, you have to go watch this person, go check out their OnlyFans, go check out this, the other thing. Nah, you can post it up, like you can see you have it, but it'll never be a requirement for me to be like, go to your OnlyFans because I personally don't want to see a whole bunch of Riddler doing one of these, whatever, with a beard. I mean, I'm okay with it, but other
They're
people might want to go
they're
full.
nipple tassels. It's nothing you haven't seen before.
Bro, you charged me $9.99 last time for that shit. I
It
don't
was
want to pay more than $4.99.
$7.99. You lying bastard! I gave
You
you the
told me
promo
nine ninety
code.
nine, and you
I,
made me give you feet pics.
okay, I sold your
Yeah,
feet pics. That's why.
damn, that's fucked up.
I'm just sorry.
Oh god,
All right. So next question.
man,
Next
you're trying to
question.
get me canceled over here. What?
I can't cancel you. You're moving to YouTube.
Valid point, but go ahead. I'll still be on Twitch on occasion. I don't want to cancel my once a month stream, which is still more than Rocky does.
Which one is the real code I'm trying to sub? That promo code has expired, unfortunately. So you would have to pay the full $9.99. I'll set a new code tonight. I'll post it in Discord for everybody. Spoiler alert, I don't actually have an OnlyFans, okay? Y'all calm down.
Everybody now canceling the stream and leaving. Like, fuck, I was only here for that.
I was here for the fucking OnlyFans. I'm out.
I want the nipple tassels.
Alright, so next question, Johnny. You do a lot of community events, or you was at one point in time. Do you prefer working in a community environment, or do you prefer working as an independent when it comes to streaming?
So it really, again, that also depends on the situation as well too. Community events are amazing, amazing ways to be able to get together, have fun with your friends and stuff like that too. But it depends on the reason for the community event as well. If you're doing a community event to network, if you're doing if you build it, they will come. I'm done with you. If you do it, a community event to network out, it's good and bad. Because it depends on who you're networking with. For instance, if I go with 5 other streamers that I don't know to do a network event, that's cool, not a problem. But I feel that as if 5 of us are streaming and 5 of us are playing the game, you're not going to network with anybody. They can give you shout outs till you're blue in the face, but your community came to see you.
Yeah.
If you do networking with other three or four other people though, and only one of them, if let's say the way I think the networking should work out for a community event would be do it over a week span. If you got four streamers, each streamer streams one day out of that, and you promote it. Everybody else in the community promotes it to check me out on this person's stream on Monday. Check me out on this person's stream on Tuesday, and then have them come there. Because I can tell you till you're blue in the face to go follow this person, but if I'm live, why are they going to leave my channel to go watch somebody else who's doing the same shit I am?
What
You
if you're
can do
doing
the
a
multi-link and
multi-stream?
everything else
Yeah.
too. You can do the multi-stream, so that just gives you a view, which doesn't even count towards. It counts as a number, but it doesn't count towards your partnering at that at all. So you might get the thing, but how many people actually use multi-stream and chat in multiple things? You have some people that will jump around from chat to chat, but it's not always a thing. So if you're doing it to network, there are ways around it that people need to work on the networking as far as like multi community events and stuff like that go.
Yeah.
But if you're doing a community event where it's like, let's say I'm hosting Mario Kart, and we're doing it because it's a community event where we're trying to host it just to have fun with a community, it's an amazing time. But you also run into the issue again, though, too, is if you're doing a community event, if you're not a person that's able to handle playing and reading chat and multitasking, you're essentially going to might hurt yourself because anybody that's new to the community doesn't know you can come
Yeah.
into the stream and see like, wow, he's not even answering my chat. Like he's focused on the game. He's talking to 500 other people, but he's not talking to me. Um, so there is pros and cons to all of it. It really depends on what situation you're in, how you handle it. Whether you guys put multiple cameras up, you check the audio level so this way you are a little bit louder than other people. Cameras are equal with each other though, but you need to make sure that there are established things ahead of time. Ahead, like with how you're going to promote it and how you're going to handle the situation.
Mm.
So it's good if you're doing it as a community. It's fun, but there's still again pros and cons to the whole situation though, depending on why you're doing it or how you're going to handle it.
I think something that gets overshadowed, especially with like community events, when, like you said, when multiple people are streaming, your camera box is bigger than theirs.
It depends.
Well,
It depends, Ciniac. So
I thought he was telling me
sorry.
mine was, and I was like, wait, no, I perfectly
No.
sanded these up together.
He's
What?
saying that my camera box is bigger than theirs. So like the thing is though, is like it really depends on what situation's going on. Because if you have 20 streamers and you're doing 20 cameras, then if you want the focal point to be you because of the fact that you're the one hosting it, whatever it is, that's fine. But at the same time though too, I do feel that all camera boxes should be equal all around. Or at least if even if you don't make them the same size, take the time out to at least make it look decent. Don't just slap camera boxes on the stream and call it a day. When you took time out to work on yours, work on everybody else's camera too if you're doing their cameras.
So, something that I think gets overlooked and overshadowed when it comes to community events very often, especially when multiple people are streaming. This is actually an issue I've run into when I was streaming with doing community events as well. It's kind of the reason I not necessarily quit, but I haven't done one in a while, is if you're not the main host, you have a tendency of getting overspoken or people talking over you constantly. That is something I ran into when doing community events. I know there's a few different times that I'm not going to call anybody out by name just because I wasn't salty or bitter about it, but it's one of those things that a lot of people think, hey, we're co-streaming, we're all on equal levels. If you're not the main host or the main person that put it together, there's going to be times where they talk over you, and that's something some people can't mentally get over.
Now, let me ask you this situation though too. Now,
Sure.
if you're doing a multi-stream and let's say you're doing a community event with
Mhm.
other people. Let's say it's four of us are doing it, one of us is streaming it. When you say being spoken over though, do you mean in reference to the fact that they're speaking to your chat and answering your chat questions, or are you talking about
No,
like,
just
if you're trying to
talking.
see something, they go back?
Yeah, talking in general. So, like, I'm going to use the forest as an example. So, if we were playing the forest and it was me, you, let's say Cinex and Yellows. If I'm trying to ask you a question like, hey, how do I do this? And you and somebody else are over here doing something. I'm like, hey, for real, how do you do this? And I'm just getting overspoken because every time I go to say something, y'all are saying something over top of me. That's something that people I don't think mentally prepare for, especially if you've never done collaborations with people before as well. That's just something that is a kind of a mental block, is just kind of like paint a picture, I guess.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. Like, I actually had this conversation, like, with games such as, like, The Forest and as well as other games too, I do feel that you need to be able to do if you're doing a collaboration with somebody such as The Forest or something along the lines of The Forest, like, of those kinds of game, like a cooperative game where it takes multiple people and you have to work together to do it, 7 Days to Die, for instance,
Mm-hmm.
and you need multiple things, and if you have somebody that's been playing it, like Rust, for instance, like, I'll use Jovi. We're
It
playing
plays a
Rust,
lot of
right? And
Rust.
Rust and right, so let's say I'm playing Rust, and Joey has hundreds of hours in Rust. I jump in the game, I don't know nothing about it. But now we have 5 people with us, and 4 people know about it, but I don't. So I join in, I need help. At that situation, though, it really depends on the person at that point because I would make sure that if I'm streaming it, especially, I know who it is that I'm streaming with because I won't stream with certain people knowing how they are because of the fact that if I know that I'm going to need help with this situation. So if I know I need help with Rust, Jovi I would stream it with because Jovi I know will stop what he's doing, show me the situation, show me where to go, how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I won't stream it with somebody else that won't take that time out and just wants to cause havoc or cause chaos. Those games, to do those multiplayer games, that's great for Fortnite, for a first person shooter multiversus,
Mm-hmm.
a game where it's a fighting where I take skill, but it's skill that I have to learn on my own. It's
Yeah.
not where it's a collaboration where I need to learn the ins and outs. Like I'm not gonna go into Minecraft and be like, oh, by the way, guys, I need to learn how to craft this. And everybody's like, oh no, oh guys, guess what? We're doing this, and you're like, guys, I need help craft. Oh guys, guess what? All right, so you know what? Then fine, bye. I'm gonna leave because clearly it has nothing to do with when I was streaming or not. Because even if I
Yeah.
wasn't streaming it, you clearly don't have that kind of conversation with me where it's going to be beneficial for me. So that's
Yeah.
why collabing with people, you have to know who you're collabing with. And you can't just collab with just randos for certain games. Because I've seen the Forest be played by numerous content creators, big and small, and it's usually a shit show. 7 Days to Die, it's usually a shit show because you have mixed communities meeting together, and you're just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I don't even. I'm here to watch the gameplay
I
to at
played
least see the
7 Days to
progression.
Die with in Westby, and it was a large group of people. I want you to know I played that game, and at the moment I said, "All right, guys, I'm going to bed," I exited off and uninstalled it. I fucking hated that game.
Well,
I
yeah.
I had a great time playing with everybody, but I fucking hated the game because I could not figure a damn thing out. And I would even people would tell me like, "Hey, you do this?" I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." And then I'd start doing it, and I'm like, "Well, how the fuck do I do this?" I'm like, "Nah, bro, fuck this game."
Yeah, I'll never forget the time we all played together 7 Days to Die, and I'm the type of person in survival games. I don't go out there and fight. So it's always been the same thing where people will leave to go out like scavenge resources. They come back and the whole house is built, and they're like, "Johnny, what the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "I crafted. Look, it's beautiful. I built a house."
I did
But
nothing.
yeah, exactly. I did absolutely nothing. But yes, if you do want to collab with somebody like Yellows, please understand you need to have a mute button ready on your Discord to like silence the Discord because Yellows, she admits to it. We've done the collabs and Yellows, I would definitely 100% collab with her again. But it's always hysterical because she'll tell you she doesn't like to stream with other people when she's streaming too because of the fact that she talks. Me and her are very much alike with that. So like I have a very bad tendency to overtalk people and to just continually ramble on. So does Yellows. So when we did a Fortnite event, me and her both would not shut up and it was just a non-stop talking. It was hysterical.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it.
No,
All
but
right.
yes, Jovi, and also Cineax Dave as well. I can't do Cineax. I can't do Phasmo with pros. It ruins the experience.
I've had a lot of people ask me to play Phasmo. I have not played it yet. Maybe one day. Maybe.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you ever want to play it, I'll play it.
Oh, I have to buy it first.
Yeah,
I've just had
I'll play it
people.
because especially I'm the type of person when I play Phasmo. Those of that know me, I don't get scared as much in Phasmo like I used to. But I'm the type of person that sets people up. If they're a noob, I'm the first person to set them up. Be like, "Yo, guys, check that doll. What does that doll do? Just squeeze it real quick
I
and run
want.
away
I
because
wish
I
I
know you're
had
about to
the.
get your ass handed to you."
I wish I had the clip handy. The first time I ever watched Johnny play Phasmo, he was walking down a hallway, got jump scared from a sound alert, and when he jump scared, he like turned his character and got jump scared by the fucking picture in the hallway. It was like, I
Shut
swear
up!
to God,
I was
I
drunk.
swear to God, Hitler was in the hallway, and he took off running.
That was my first time playing. I was drunk as hell and so scared. It was absolutely freaking priceless. That was like The worst. And that was the first couple of times I played it. 'Cause I played it with Fresco and a few people too. And this motherfucker hid outside the truck right behind the thing. I came walking out, and he went right, and I literally, you see me almost fall out of my chair. But like I've gotten better with Phasmo, like a lot better. And you know what? Everybody in chat, by the way, that's over here shitting on me for talking a lot. Okay, I have like strong vocal cords now. Okay, because of all the talking I do. I'll have strong vocal cords till I'm like 95 because I talk so much. These muscles are worked out, and that comes across very wrong. But whatever.
Rock, you've also pissed Rocky off because you said you'd play Phasmo with me and not him.
I ignored him for that comment too. I saw what he said.
Maybe we can set up a collaboration on that one day. We'll talk about
Yeah,
it.
we could definitely do it. I remember the Hitler portrait and them like, oh my god, the High School Musical was fucking gold.
I cried that night.
That was fucking gold. Chris had me in tears that night. In fucking tears.
All right, so let's move on to the next question.
Love you, Rocky.
Johnny, what aspect of content creation do you enjoy the most?
It's gonna go with Rocky. No, the best part of content creation that I enjoy the most is being able to be who I am, being who I was my entire life. So a lot of people always come across and say, "Oh, when you're on stream, you gotta like be somebody you're not. You gotta put on that persona. You gotta
Mm-hmm.
put on like that fake smile, whatever like that." It's not the case. Like when you see me on behind camera, the way I talk, the way I act, everything else too. This is the most real you'll ever see me. If you meet me in person, you're not getting you're not gonna get me the real me, depending on the situation we're in. This is legit the most real that you'll ever get me because this is the most comfortable I ever felt my entire life. Like being behind the camera, creating content, just being able to let my imagination run wild. So the best part is definitely the idea of just being genuine, just being who I am and being able to create. And it may take me 10, 15 hours to create something that nobody will ever notice because I might not even use it. But just knowing that I created it, it means the world to me. And like Cineax can tell you, he gets pissed off at me all the time because Cineax will be like, I have an idea for something. And he's like, I think I should do this. And I'm like, okay, cool, here. Da-da-da-da-da. And I sent it to him. He's like, are you fucking kidding? Like, I made a video making fun of him while we were in the middle of playing the game while he was live. And I made like a 45-second video about balls and shit and sent it to him while we were live. And he never even knew I was doing it because that's just when I get the idea to create, it just flows and I feel so good about it. And that's the same way I know Jovi feels that way too with that. So it's like I know like me and Jovi have talked about that too. Like that content creation part is so just being able to let your mind run.
I've witnessed this on some of the nights that we're working on some of my Discords, or not Discord, my stream stuff back in the good old stream lab days. When we'd be sitting there, like, hold up, wait.
Yep.
I'd be like, what the hell are you doing? He'd be like, don't worry about it, I got it. And I'm like, okay. And then like 3 minutes later, he's just like, boom, and it's a whole new fucking setup. It's like, God, all right.
Yep. Like when I get the urge, and that's the thing though too is like I can't be forced to do it. That's why I never made. That's why I never after we worked together and some of that too. Like I realized that I could never make a business out of doing it for other people, but doing it on my own and wanting to do it. And if I just get the urge to randomly do it, I can give you like I can give you like the most beautiful piece of artwork ever. But if you tell me to do it, you're gonna get a fucking stick figure like Rocky's drawing up here.
Rocky should have
Rocky,
won.
I'm just gonna keep on shitting you. I'm sorry, Rocky. I'll stop. I love you, Rocky.
Rocky's over here like, I put a lot of hard effort into that.
I love it. It's on the wall, man.
All right, so should have won it. You know, I voted for you, Rocky. I was rooting for you in the background. All right, my bad. All right, so when somebody receives your, or when you're out streaming or you put out clips or you have something going on, when somebody receives your content poorly and tells you that, how do you react?
So it really depends. Are they telling me that my content was shit because they don't agree with what I said, or are they telling me my content is shit because they think that I could do better?
First time chatter, never met you before, comes in and is like, hey man, just I feel like you could be doing better, or I feel like this isn't good. Yeah.
Oh, in that situation, my reply would be, and I feel like you could find another streamer that you think might line up more with what you're looking for. Because if you're looking for good and what you think this is not good, then I guess this isn't for you. Like that's the best part about Twitch. I'll tell the person straight out, right? This is the best part about Twitch. Like there's millions of people. There's a lid for every pot, and I may not be what you're looking for. People in our community as well too. Like you never talk. People in our community as well. Like there are numerous people in our community that I don't enjoy their content because of what they make, but I enjoy the person and I enjoy the interaction with the person. So I'll still pull
Hmm.
up to their streams. I'll hang out with them, but I don't necessarily enjoy their content. So like when they play some games and they're involved with other things, so I'll just hit them with a lurk and a tab. But it's not because I'm being disrespectful or I'm not like whatever it may be. It's just that it's not for the person. It's not for it's not for who it may be.
Yeah, I experienced that when I was playing Elden Ring. I remember that very clearly because you messaged me. He was like, "Fucking hate that game. I'm just lurking." I was like, "Okay, thank you."
Oh yeah, yeah.
I remember that
I
clear
do
as
it.
day. We was having a whole conversation about something. I was like, "All right, bro, I gotta get ready for stream." And he's like, "Are you sure that fucking Elden Ring game again?" I was like, "Yeah, I like it quite a lot." He was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna have you tabbed up. Fuck it." I was like, "All right, dude, sweet."
Bro, like that's one thing you'll never I will never ever deny. If you ask me, like I have told Bullhead numerous times, like, bro, you play that shit ass game again, dude, I'm not even pulling your stream up. Like, I won't even tab you up. I'm like, I'm tired of it. And I'll do it to Cinex. I'll do it to anybody. I don't give a shit. And that's the thing too, is like it's a brutal honesty, but it's and I'll tell you straight out, right? Like it's not the fact that I don't like you or your content. It's just that I just don't want to see I don't want to see it. It's not for me. I don't care about it. So if I could just tab you up and pull you up, I'm still trying to show my support, but I can't be there to watch it because I'll get aggravated with it. So it's nothing against the content creator or the person. But like if they straight up tell me like my content is shit because my overlays are fucked up or my audio is fucked up, I'll take that and be like, you know what, thank you for letting me know because my audio is fucked up. Let me see what I can do to fix it. But if you tell me my content is shit because you just don't like what you're seeing, kick rocks. Go find somewhere else. I mean, like that's the sad truth about it. You don't have to
Hmm.
you don't have to like everything people put out. You don't need to. And why is chat attacking people right now? Holy shit, Cinex, bro! I'm gonna ban half this chat right now.
Chat is on your ass. All right, so Nubsy's asking. So here's the question then. What is the actual content when you stream? Is it really what you're doing or is it who you are? Nubsy, I'm gonna answer that first.
Uh,
I'm gonna say it's a bit of both. Because there are people that have full careers out of streaming and they only just talk. So in that case, then you are pulling up for them as for what they're talking about from the person. But there are other people that you only go and watch because they are really good at a game. So in that sense, you are going for the content. I think it's a healthy mix because some people like myself, this is technically a just chatting stream. So y'all pull up and hang out with these for these just chattings, but y'all also pull up for the games. So I think personally, from where I look at it, I think it is a strong mix. Some people you're going to only watch for certain content. Certain people you're only going to watch for them. Like if you have a strong connection with people, then you're like, hey, you're my friend. I see you like a brother. I'm gonna pull up to your stream even if you're playing a game I don't like. But there's other people you won't pull up to them unless they're playing certain games. There's a lot of people in the community that do that. And I mean, nothing wrong with it. If you don't enjoy the content, don't watch it. That's what Twitch is for. Like Johnny said.
so to touch on what Nubsy said though, as far as the question being, is it really what you're doing or who you are? So there's two aspects to that situation. One being you come for the game, stay for the streamer. That's my favorite line ever. Come for the game, stay for the streamer. I have 30 seconds to a minute to be able to convert you if you're a new person to be like, oh, you know what, I want to stay because this person. Now the game, the stream, the content you put out is who you are, not what you play. Because 15 people could play the same game. 15 people could play Mario, play Little Nightmares. But each of those 15 people, you're either gonna get the person that's gonna sit there with the controller.
Weird
You're
flex, he
gonna
has
have
the
the one
blue
that's gonna be
controller.
like,
Just
yo,
saying.
holy shit, look at this little kid. Like, I can't believe that this motherfucker. You got, like, you have different people. So your personality is what gets put into the stream. No matter how you play the game or what you play, if you play good, you play bad, whatever it is, you're there because of the fact that the content creator themselves. because like Cineax just said, most of the games that Johnny plays, he doesn't vibe with. But he chose for the shit talk. Like I play a lot of off the wall games. I play odd, weird games.
That you
But
do.
yet people pull up because of the fact that they literally just pull up to talk shit to have fun, you know. So it really depends. You're always putting yourself into it. So your content is always who you are, not so much your game, in my opinion.
He said I feel attacked.
Sorry, clever.
But I mean
Like
that
Rocky, clever, everybody.
it happens. And I do want to agree with you on that. Me and you could be playing Little Nightmares at the same time, but my reactions to things are going to be different from your reactions because our personalities are different. So that is a big thing with content creators.
Yep. 100%.
Also, I'm just going to say it, weird flex with the blue controller. Just saying.
Oh, I'm just waiting until I get the blue plates for the PS5 too. Weird flex too, PS5, just saying. Bro. Baby blue, not dark blue. Baby blue.
Mine's not blue, it's
Matching my
purple.
colors.
Mine's purple.
Oh, you got the one that Cineax has.
Yeah, I got the. I'm getting the God of War one. I'm gonna go into more depth for that.
Are you really?
I've said it before. I might do a fucking 24-hour stream when that game comes out. Don't hold me to that because
I'll
I
tab you
don't
up.
think I'll make it.
I'll tab you up. I got you. I'll tab you up for it. Don't worry about
You
it.
know what? You know what? Fuck you, Johnny. How about that?
No, because I want to play it though. I'll definitely pull you up though. If you do a 24-hour stream though, I'll definitely be there for as much as I can for it.
I like to think that I'll do that, but eventually, I probably can't do a 24-hour stream because I'm working 7 days a week.
Oh, 24-minute stream coming up, guys. 24 minutes over 7 days.
This is what's gonna happen. We're just gonna start here and then we're gonna move over here. When I start interviewing YouTube streamers,
Yo, you need to get my own. Bro, she's making the Italian come out of me over here. Like, yo, she's like been attacking me nonstop because of the YouTube thing.
which we're gonna get into that here in just a little bit. We're gonna talk about that. So we asked how you dealt with poor. Let's flip the script on that. Let's ask you, somebody brand new first time chatter comes in, like they just praising everything you're doing. Your overlays are amazing. Your personality's great. I fucking love you. This is awesome. Mentally, how does that compartmentalize in your head?
How does it compartmentalize in my head? Outwardly, I would treat it like I do anybody else too. I would really appreciate the praise. Thank you so much for for showing the love and everything else too. I really, I thank all of it. I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, fawning over the person, but I'm definitely gonna be like, thankful for what they're offering, and I'll even ask them too of what specific things. Like, is there anything specifically you think that is better than something else? So I know. Like, I would take it as more of a. Again, this is the business aspect of me though too. I would take it more of a finding out what things they loved, and then try to branch off and expand on those little things, even if it's a small point redemption or my overlay or something in my background, whatever. So they tell me, oh, I love the Harley Quinn, cool, that's what's up. So then, find out a little bit more about them. Why do they love Harley Quinn? Try to branch it into a different kind of thing. So I mean, it hits me and it makes me feel good. But at the same time though, it's like I'm gonna do me regardless. I mean, if you like it or don't like it, I'm still gonna do me. But it helps out. It makes me feel better. It definitely picks my spirit up a little bit. So it's like a weird question. I feel like it's like a weird question to ask because I'm trying to think of like the right way to not right way to answer it, but like the way to answer that. Because again, I mean, it picks you up. I'm not gonna, it's good feedback, so it's nothing bad. I mean,
Yeah,
everybody loves good feedback. You know.
I don't know. That's an interesting way to look at it. Because you said that you're gonna do what you're doing regardless. But I mean, I feel like I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to like put the words together in my head, but I'm slightly, unintelligent, so I can't really put it together right.
Let's say somebody comes in, one person comes in and says, "Oh wow, I love your overlays, Riddler. Your overlays are great. I love the Viking theme, the whole 9 yards." Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that gonna have you change everything to more Viking, or if you don't usually do Viking and you just do like a Scooby Doo theme one day, and somebody comes, "I love you, Scooby Doo," are you gonna basically rechange your whole stream to Scooby Doo?
No, but I'm trying to think of it because when somebody comes in with those kind of words like that, My thought process is differently. My thought process is more of a appreciative. I know you're not saying I'm not saying you're not appreciative. It's just being appreciative for having somebody come in and be like, "Hey, I really do appreciate it. Like I appreciate that you notice all my hard work that I put into this, and I'm more thankful." That's where my brain goes for it.
Hey, that's what I said though too. Like I would definitely thank them, but like when you said compartmentalize, like
Well, I was
my
trying
my
to think of
mind.
the right word to use in this situation.
Oh yeah, so like I would definitely thank them for it, and it feels good, and it definitely puts like it definitely gives me a good feeling. But like what I was thinking of when you said compartmentalize, like I was thinking of like how would I use it to like what how would it affect my streaming or affect my content? Like
Hmm.
does it affect my content on a physical a physical level or emotional level? Because on an emotional level, it'll boost my stream up. You might see a little bit of a dopamine hit where I might be a little more cheerful during the stream. I might be a little more hyped out of nowhere. But on a physical level, on a content level though, it's not going to change my content. Like it's not going to change what I'm doing. But
Yeah,
I'm going to take the fact that you appreciate it, and I'm gonna run with that mentally. I'm gonna love it, and I'm gonna use it to boost myself up if I'm having a bad time. Be like, you know what? Somebody said my shit was bad, but guess what? Three people said that shit was great. I like those three people. I hate that one person. Like you know what I mean? Like
fuck you. Fuck. I like you. You're cool, but fuck all yeah.
exactly. I'm out. You know that kind of like
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, Chief Candy, welcome in. I appreciate you being here. And in Westby, me and him have actually had to talk about this before, and I agree with you. Sometimes having positive feedback is really hard to take because, like, I think I had a conversation with Mr. West. I think it was at the start of my my mental issues of it, or not my issues I've been having as of late. Uh, I had vented to him that I was looking at cameras. I was trying to figure out like what camera would be good and whatnot, trying to make upgrades because I look at other people's like your camera, for example. Ours was side by side. When I look at it, I think yours looks 10 times better than mine. I honestly do. And I told him that I was like looking at other people's cameras and looking at how y'all's progressed and stuff. I feel like my stuff looks like shit. It doesn't actually look like shit, but in comparison, in my head, and him giving me positive feedback right there, I didn't want to take it because I was like, no, I said what I said. I meant it.
Right.
But I do agree with him that being having positive feedback comes around. It is really hard to take sometimes.
Yeah, because like he said too, like like exactly what he said. You don't want to, as a human being, and sometimes it can be very difficult. It's just like you don't know how to handle it. Sometimes there
Hmm.
are times you don't know how to handle it, like because, and I don't know if it's the idea that it's you don't want to handle it, or it's the idea of your mindset is I want to be miserable. I'm gonna be miserable because I'm mad at this shit. I'm mad at my camera. I'm mad that I have this shit camera. I think it's a shit camera. I think it's crap. But yet when somebody goes, no, like think about it this way though too. Like you're doing amazing because you still have a camera. You have more than other people do in a lot of ways. You have certain things that other people don't have. You have, if you wanted to adjust anything, adjust lighting, adjust this, adjust that. You can make a $40 camera look like a $5,000 camera. Like Jovi's the perfect example of that. When we first met Jovi was like everybody had like, oh man, you were using like these five amazing fucking cameras. My man was using an iPhone. And everybody was like, "Oh, you're using like the fucking Nikon with the extra $1,400 fucking lens, right?" He's like, "No, that's that camera." He goes, "This camera you're looking at is my iPhone. It's like the iPhone 8. I just put a filter on it." And everybody's like, "Holy shit!" So it's not, and that's the biggest thing too. It's not about
Jovi, I need tips. Sorry.
it's not about the quality of the product. It's about what you do with what you have. So if you're running a $20 camera, if you're running, because like my monitors are all mixed up. Like I always tell people too. When I first started, I was using Facebook Marketplace and showed that for free monitors. So like some of my monitors were completely just all mismatched, cheap as shit, barely had coloring to it. But guess what though? Like you make it work. So you do what you got, and you fake it till you make it. In all
Hmm.
reality, you might have a $40 camera, but you can tell people like, "Yo, I got the brand new Nikon 44K." Just don't Google it because it don't exist. But I got a brand new Nikon 44K.
Let me see it.
I got the
Nah,
I got the
I
game
can't.
station.
I can't let you see the. I can't let you see that.
I got the Play Cube. You know what I'm saying? Like the mic you have now, Bert. Exactly. My mic right now that I'm using right now, I had the Elgato mic, right? I had the Elgato Wave 3 mic. $175 mic or whatever, right?
Hmm.
Tell me why I got the same quality from a $14 mic right now. The same quality. This is a $14 fucking mic. But like at the end of the day though, like this is a no-name mic. We got it off of Amazon for a crazy ass sale. So it's like you will hear certain things when you go to like, certain microphones like a condenser mic and everything else too. Like, when you go to some crazy shit, you might hear a difference, but why you don't always need to have the most expensive shit to give out the best quality stuff. Because I will go to somebody and pull up to their stream that has a Sony, a PlayStation camera with no overlays, but they can be funny as shit. But yet I got somebody that has $5,000 DJ mixer equipment, $5,000 monitors, $5,000 camera, and they're the shittiest streamer I've ever seen in my life. They're a shitty person, a shitty streamer, the whole nine yards. Like I wouldn't pull up to their streams if you paid me to because I just don't like what they're giving.
Hmm.
So it's not it's not the stuff you have. And that took me a while to teach myself to learn that it's not a matter of the expensive items, everything else too. It's really more about the I'm done with you, Wes. It's not really about the It's not really so much about the quality of like the product. Yes, granted, Elgato has quality products.
Hmm.
It won't break. You know what I mean? I'm running an Elgato Cam Link. I'm running a Sony camera. My shit is still turning off on me. So I mean, you know what I mean? But yet my $7 mic though, $17 mic though, still gave me better quality and less issues than my Elgato did with the Elgato software. So you can make the best stuff with not always the best equipment.
Yeah, I need to figure out how to do that with my stuff. But I tell everybody I'm technologically challenged. I still learn. I'm learning very often. I've finally got to the point where I'm confident with saying I've got most of my OBS stuff learned, and learning new stuff on OBS. I'm doing good. I am starting. I started 2 days ago attempting to learn how to do video editing, simply because I want to make a video trolling Lou, and I think it's gonna be really fun. I've actually reached out to Jovi and we talked about it. Literally, I had an idea pop up. I was like, I'm going to do this just troll Lou, but I have to learn how to video edit first. So
Oh god. I can't
yeah,
even imagine what it's gonna be like.
I'll let you know when we're done.
Trolling Lou, probably a lot of yelling.
And no, we'll talk about it later. It's going to be a surprise for everybody.
Oh god.
But yeah, so it's one of those like I'm learning as I go. And like I probably should have learned all this before I actually sat down and was like, this is everything I want to do. Just because I have a decent camera. I still don't think it's a good quality in comparison to others. That's just me. I compare myself to a lot of people, and I don't do it because I'm jealous or anything. I do it because I look up to a lot of people in the community. I look up to people like you, Wes, Jovi, Nerve. I look up to all of y'all. Y'all are fucking amazing. And I see stuff y'all do, and I'm like, damn, I wish I could do that. But I don't want to just constantly be like, hey, help, help, help. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to really crack down on learning all my shit.
So I will say is that when I first started, I used to go to West, and West made a lot of my overlays for me. He made my overlays. He would fix up. I paid for my first setup of overlays and my first design and everything else too. I paid for all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
From like Fiverr or whatever. Then he fixed it up and he started editing some of my stuff out. But then me and him would just talk, and I started adding in little things here and there and figuring out what OBS and all that to add stuff into it. And now I make my own overlays. I taught myself, how to make my own overlays to how to video edit. Like it's never something that's easy to do. And as far as putting it out there and saying you're doing this, you're doing that,
Mm-hmm.
that could be beneficial though too, because sometimes it like to fire under your ass to be like, yo, I have this, I have to do it. I promise
Yeah.
this to the community. So that's why it's like you might just go ahead and do that way. And so it really depends though, like on, it can be beneficial. It really can. And I
Yeah.
don't want to go back up real quick, but I do know that Cineax can go fuck himself with the 720p monitor comment. It's my chat monitor, so I don't give a fuck, number one. Number two, um, Clever, my one of my monitors is a 720p monitor. So he's shitting on me for that because I bought a fucking $15 monitor from Goodwill just to use, and like, yeah, so he's just on my ass about that shit. And Canva is amazing. Canva is definitely amazing for like a free, semi-free, uh, website to
I'll
use.
say I use that whenever I've made a couple of people's logos, like a couple logos in the community, or not in my community per se, but just made a couple. I use Canva when I make them.
Yeah, Canva, Placeit.
Mm-hmm. Place it's another good
There
one.
are numerous. Like I think Photopea, Photopea. I forgot what it was. Wesley giving it to me. I'm gonna be making like on my website. There's gonna be like a whole list of things of free things to use.
All right.
So
All right. Next question. Now I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this, but I'm gonna ask it anyways because it's the same answer I've gotten every fucking time. Boombots, is there anything you do to hype yourself up before stream?
yes, um, so I do. I what I will tend to do is though I usually there's two ways I go about it. Like there are times that I go on I will get like a few minutes before a stream or whatever like that, and I'll pull up music videos or I'll pull up a song, whatever it may be. Like I have a tendency to play this one song, and it's literally I'm gonna put it in chat. It's a YouTube video,
West, I'm
and
not
there are
mad.
numerous times that I do use this song and play this video. But then the other thing is too is that I always
Thank
choose
you.
my intro videos that my intro songs, when my intro going live song. If people notice that the intro song to the streams change a lot. And my intro songs change depending on my mood for the day. And they're always hype songs. They're always like a song about like, making it and like, pushing against odds, or the fact that you made it to the top already, different things like that. So it's a lot of times there are songs like that that my intro music is what legit will hype me up before I go live. So because if you ever see though, like if I'm like literally out of it and I start up the stream, I'm like, yo, what's up guys? What's going on? It's because my music is halfway. I cut my music off in the middle of it. There's something going on in general that I just don't do. And coffee is a big thing, yes. And fuck you, Rocky, yes. I get hyped when I get wasted. And Cineax loves Britney Spears. He has Britney Spears underwear. I'm not kidding. He really does.
I'm gonna believe that. In West, there has been a couple of times y'all have
Cineax,
caught
bitch.
glimpses of me hyping myself up because of the streamer bot that you helped me set up. Actually, whenever I get a raid, it automatically swaps my raid scene. There's been times where I've got raided when I just went live, so I'm back here like pumping up my curls, or I'm fucking over here singing my heart out. I ain't got my headphones on, and I turn and look and back. Oh shit! There's a raid. Y'all see what I'm doing?
That's actually funny as shit.
I unmuted my mic just for Rocky one time. He clipped it of me singing the song before I went live. So
Hey guys,
there's evidence out there.
You know what this means, right? Whenever you see him go live and you know his time goes live at 8 o'clock on a certain night, as soon as he goes live, just go to your own channel and type /raid and raid his channel with one viewer. Switch his shit over and you guys get to have a free show.
Don't be that.
Just a tip.
Don't
Just
be
a
that.
hint.
Don't be that dickhead.
Oh, I'm doing it myself now. Just so you know. So you better be careful. You're never going to know what's going to happen either. It might happen randomly as hell. You never know what's going to happen.
I'm taking streamer butt off. Oh, that's why the ER raid didn't work.
Because your streamer bot's not on.
Because I didn't. I had OBS already pulled up from what you call it. Any chance you stripping in the future?
There's a beautiful story about Magic Riddler. So we're not going to go into that today.
Why did I fucking knew that was going to come up at some point. Chief Candy, yes, I do hype myself up before stream. There has been times I have overly hyped myself up because I get on and I'm all out of breath. It's because I've been doing my workouts and stuff and getting hyped up. Fucking the damn stripper shit. I'm never gonna live that down. Ever. That's never going away.
Nope.
I'm stuck now. Sorry, Joey threw me the fuck off because I wasn't expecting that to come up at some point tonight. I should have fucking planned for that. I'm streaming shows how he gets hyped. Talks about he didn't show. What? Yeah, I have physical proof. that I hype myself up. There are clips out there. I'm too busy hype beforehand. I'm being attacked by my own chat. What the hell, Johnny? This is supposed to be joke on you night.
Don't look at me, bro. Oh, you want to make it about me? Hey, I'm gonna post my YouTube link. There you go.
May I have
That's the
a
only thing I can do to make it back
hyperbeam?
to me. Besides that,
Um,
yeah. Besides that, you're fucked.
a hyperbeam?
I'm on their side. I'm on their side.
Wait, why are you on their side?
Hey, what's up, Riddler? Come on, bro. I want
There's
to get hype.
there's
Get the fuck up, hype
there's
up.
fucking proof of me hyping myself up.
Yeah, there's proof
I've-
of you being
I've-
passed out on the floor too. There's proof of a lot of things you've been doing, bro. We got a lot of proof around here. Oh, he's gonna dance for us. We got video of him twerking too, I think. Wait, well, we got people hype.
That was
Oh my God,
that's the stream. Y'all have a good night. I'm out.
hype. Everybody, what's going on, guys? This is Johnny Boobas. I'm not taking over the rest of the stream tonight. What's up, everybody? Yo, imagine, we should do that. Submit hype videos to Wes for like a fucking like a submission thing, like a big ass video.
Oh man, that's now I'm stuck. I don't know what to say now.
Welcome to my life.
You want to say hi to everybody? Come here. Come say hi to the people.
Oh, what's up, little man?
Say hi. Oh,
Hi,
oh,
Ash.
oh. Johnny says hello.
Hey.
Say hey. Yeah, say hey. You gonna be shy? You gonna be camera shy? Of all
You wanna
things.
go out, Hank? You go out?
Why you being camera shy, dude? Say hi to everybody. They waiting on you.
Hi.
There you go. All right, so we're not hyping up right now. We're in the midst of the interview. Sorry. Maybe next stream we'll talk about it.
Really has gotten big.
Bro, this man slapped me yesterday, and I had to look at him and make sure he was just because it actually hurt. He hit me dead in my eyebrow right here, and I was like, all right, bro, we about to throw some real hands right now. And he's just like, that's exactly what he did. I was mad as hell. All right, so next question.
Mommy.
Hey, that's rude. Don't interrupt.
Hey.
Hey. All right, go back to mommy. Daddy's talking.
Tell him bye.
Say bye-bye.
Tell him.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, go kisses. Go ahead.
Meh.
Good job.
Aw.
But yeah, so next question. What made you interested in becoming a content creator?
Ooh, what made me interested in becoming a content creator, or what? How did I start as a content creator?
What made you interested in it?
That's a tough one. To be honest with you, like a big reason for that was I've been on Twitch, as a lot of people know, for years, like almost
Mhm.
8, 9 years, whatever. I've been a moderator, like behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
I've been a hype person for a lot of people in the community and stuff like that too. I've always been interested in doing like YouTube content, and like when back in the day, back in like, oh god, I want to say like oh oh nine, when YouTube was like first being a thing, whatever like that. Like I even had YouTube business cards they were giving out. Like I had a YouTube channel and all that. Like me and Bullhead tried to make like YouTube videos. I was like, I loved like 5 or 6 different YouTube creators that I was really really into. He wasn't, still isn't. Wow, thanks, man. Um, so I always had the passion behind it to be like, I could probably make like content. Like I want to be able to just make funny stuff, make skits and do things. But then life got in the way and just never bothered doing it. I was just like, you know what, whatever. And then on Twitch, I was just like more interested in just watching gaming and stuff because I never really gamed. Like I'm not a gamer. I was never like really a gamer like that.
Mm-hmm.
I game more now than I ever have my entire life, to be honest with you. Like since I started streaming, like I've played more games than I ever did before that. So it's a huge thing for me was just that the idea of being able to be who I am, create content, and just create things in general was just such a huge aspiration for me. And I was always nervous about it. People always told me to do it, and then when I finally did it, and I got past the initial hurdle of being nervous and scared, and like shaking and constantly moving around and drinking like drinks nonstop and like sweating like crazy. Um,
I still do
Once I got
that.
past all that, it's just been a nonstop uphill ride for me. Just an amazing journey that I'm so glad I did hop onto.
I still get nervous. Not gonna lie to you. I love this. I love everything about doing this, and just in general, like there's times where like I'm going to hit the go live, but I'm like maybe not tonight. But you know, that's sticking tired of my stream.
I mean, there are times that I don't. There are times that, like, as of late, which is one of the reasons why I'm making the jump to YouTube as well too. As of late, where I didn't have that same hypeness and that same nervousness that I did when I first started. And I even told the wife yesterday. Yesterday, when I jumped on yesterday and streamed last night, that was I told her I was like I was having such a good time. That's why I started drinking. I was like I don't give a fuck. And I was like I was just having like no holds barred. I didn't give a shit. I had no concerns in my head as to like what I'm doing or what I'm putting out. And I told her I'm like I went to the bathroom and I was like bro I'm like this is what I felt like when I first started streaming. This is the hypeness that I had when I first started. Like the no give a fuck, having fun, just here to enjoy myself kind of attitude. And I lost a lot of that in a way. Once I moved and got into like a little bit of a rut, because of the fact that I started focusing on the wrong stuff. I started focusing on the business aspect more of the actually enjoying myself. It became too much of a job. Um, it became too much of a job for me at that moment.
Yeah.
So that's a reason why I realized that I had to take a step back and like kind of like give myself a little bit of break here and there or whatever, so not to get fully bored. Yes, he calls me bro. Oh hell yeah, I call you bro. I call my wife bro all the time. I call
Oh,
everybody bro. I told her that I tried to hide the whiskey. Yo, listen, don't worry about hiding the whiskey.
he's like, what she doesn't know is I got another bottle taped under the desk.
Yeah. Thumbs up.
All right, so let's ask another question when it comes to content creation. What do you find to be the hardest part about being streaming, making content, and everything?
I was downgraded to bro by Johnny. Oh, the hardest thing about content creation.
I love this question because every time I ask it, somebody else points out another really good thing that I'm always like, shit, that is the hardest thing. Because there's so many hard things that go into streaming and content creating. Because technically, they are two different things, but just in
No, there's a
general,
there's a numerous there like, yeah, there are numerous things that are hard, like anywhere between finding time to do stuff and putting, being able to put the effort in when you really don't want to do it, and like, and time management is a big thing. But I really think that from my end, again, because of the fact that, and I say this a lot, I treat streaming as an enjoyment, but I go at it in a business mindset. Um, and I have a very business mindset. Like I've owned numerous businesses and everything else too, like, personal businesses and everything else too. So for me, I treat a lot of things with that mindset of business. So the hardest part that I've come to realize with content creation in general for me has been finding being able to separate business from pleasure and separating like friendship from business kind of thing.
yeah,
So the idea of being able to separate the two. In other words, like what do I do? Like if I come to you, Riddler, as one of my boys that were hanging out shooting the shit, or if I come to you as a business proposal for whatever reason it is, like no matter what, if I do business with you, I don't do business with you. It's a business versus a friendship thing, and that's
hmm
where in the content creation world, though, we all try to want to be friends, and we all try to want to have a community together. But there are times that we need to realize that we do have a business aspect of it too, because we're all trying to get paid.
yeah,
Like at the end of the day, we're all in the same boat. We're trying to do it. We're trying to make a business out of it. We want to do this full time. We want to make money. And to make money, we need to realize that yes, friendship is there, but there's also business aspect of it too. And it does need to be separated at certain times. So for me, I find that to be at times the hardest part of knowing where to stop and where to separate the business from the pleasure kind of thing. Like what is business aspect and what is pleasure aspect of it.
All right,
It's
so
every, like once every like 6 months or so, nerf. Like it's not like
I'm
a
gonna
regular
ask
basis.
you a hot take question.
Okay.
I literally I just as you was talking, it popped in. Do you think that you can ruin friendships from streaming? Because let's take
Yeah.
an example. Let's say I want to collaborate with you on something else. and you're like, okay, let's do it, and then the entire time you just shit on it. You're just like, I don't even want to be here. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Do you think that us doing a collaboration like that would ultimately affect our friendship?
It would really it's a matter of if let's say we'll use that for instance. Let's say I ask
Hmm.
you, yo, Riddle, let's do a collab together. We want to play Phasmo with you.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, yeah, let's go play Phasmo, or let's go play fucking the Forest. Actually, we'll use the Forest because everybody's been shitting on the Forest recently. So let's say
Oh,
I'm like, yo, Riddle, let's go play the Forest. You're like, okay. We jump in the Forest. The entire time that we're playing, all you're doing is bitching like, bro, this is a stupid ass fucking game. This game is dumb as shit. I fucking hate this game. Why the fuck am I playing it? Would I take that as being like a ruining of a friendship? No. I'd be like, yo, you know what? You don't like the game. Cool. Do you have another game you want to play?
yeah.
So I don't think that not shitting on the Forest per se, like it's a bad game nerve, but just shitting on the Forest because of like multiple collabs that people have been doing, like big ass communities and stuff like that too. We just had a whole conversation earlier about it. That's the only reason why I brought the Forest up. Nobody's like shitting on the Forest as a bad game.
I thoroughly
Um,
enjoyed the game.
I never played it. I just
It was
watched it,
it's,
and
it's a
I love watching it. I love
pretty good
watching it.
game. It was fun. I enjoyed it. The shittiest part was I played with Shadows. The he's in the community. He doesn't
The
use
one
his
that's
mic.
quiet on the street.
Yes. The shittiest part about that was we got to talking about our base camp. We was like, we need to build a fence because we was getting attacked at night. And Shadows made this fucking humongous giant ass fence. And it needed like 1,000+ logs. And we never finished it. I was just like, we could have made this smaller. That was my only
Shadows
complaint.
in
But it
any
was an
game.
amazing game. Shadows did he knew everything going on.
Shadows in any game goes over the top. He's like he's OP at every
Yes.
game. Doesn't matter what it is. But now, as far as ruining friendships because of like collabs, no. Um, as far as ruining friendships for other instances, other reasons, yeah, because again, it's a business versus pleasure kind of thing. So like you and I have the same quote that we use a lot of times too. I don't want to see you starve. I want to see you eat, which is not at my table.
Hmm. Yep.
So it's the big thing is that people need to realize that just because I don't fuck with you on a business level does not mean I won't fuck with you in real life or fuck with you on
Hmm.
another level. Like I got my best friends that I would never stream with my best friends because I know their mouth and they're fucking reckless. And I will never do it because guess what? This is my business. This is my job. I have
Hmm.
to look forward and I have to think about where my business is going in the future. And I need to be self conscious about that. So I won't fuck with my boys and have them play with me on stream. Off stream, yo, I will play games with you all day long. I won't even let them in. Some of them, I won't even let them in the chat. I will ban them from my chat because I know the kind of shit that they would say. And it's not because I'm an asshole, but I'll tell them straight out right on the side, like, yo, your mouth is reckless, and what you say is reckless, and what you say is not right, and I don't want that kind of stuff in my chats. Like, you
I
want to say what you want to say when you want to say it, knock yourself out.
hmm
I don't promote it, I don't agree with it, and I don't want it around me.
I had friends. So it was like everybody else. When I first started, I was a COD streamer. I lost friends when I quit playing Call of Duty because that was our communications. We communicate just by playing Call of Duty every day. And I told them I was like, one, their mouth was reckless. I told them I was like, y'all can't be saying that while I'm streaming. They didn't like that. And then on top of that, I quit playing Call of Duty, and it was just like, oh well, fuck him. There's some of my friends that I used to play Call of Duty with that I would literally talk to every single day. I have not heard from them since I quit playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That was one of the main
And
another reason I wanted to ask if you think streaming could ruin friendships.
I think that no matter what, it's the same way that I know Cineax had done this. Cineax went through this when he was doing when he was a Destiny streamer for a while. He had a huge Destiny community, like everything all up. He quit streaming Destiny and went down to like maybe like -5 years. Like Twitch was
God
paying him to stay the
damn.
fuck off of Twitch. Like so Twitch was like paying him like, yo, please just don't go live. Don't do it to yourself. Just we'll give you $5 a month if you just don't go live. But the truth of the matter is though is that you're gonna notice as a streamer there are numerous people that will either be with you because they enjoy your content and like your content, or they're with you because they can get something from you, or they have an
Hmm.
ulterior motive in the long run. And it's not saying that everybody does it because everybody out here, we want connections. We want to have that networking. We want to have things like I have people in my life that I know that I'll talk to because they're very well in their business aspect. And I will talk to them and I won't hang out with them and they know that I won't hang out with them or anything like that, but we talk business.
Hmm.
And I know for a fact that if I was to turn around though and not be able to supply them with what they're looking for at that business level, they'd be gone. And guess what? That's it. That's cool. Have a good day. Do your thing. I wish you the best. Enjoy your life. I don't want to see you fail. I hope you make it to whatever you're trying to do in your life.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, though, it's not always the same thing. So I've been fortunate enough with a lot of people in our community. When I come around and everything else too, if I took off a month, they were all reaching out to me like, "Yo, Johnny, you okay? Johnny, what's up? Johnny, what happened? Johnny, where are you?" Cared about me. But then I had others that were around nonstop, every day in, day out, fuck with me, joking around with me, everything else too. I disappeared for a month. They never showed back up again. They found another streamer. I don't even know if they're alive or dead. I don't know what they're doing. But guess what though? That's part of the content creation thing. I still have a small community. We still talk. You and I still talk.
Mm-hmm.
I hang out with Cinex, Rocky, Nerve, everybody in there. So like Nubsy's now part of the community too as well. West, like you're gonna have like I think I was telling West, I use the analogy as a streamer when you have a small community because you and I talked about this too when we first started. As a streamer, you have a community. You have your core community. You have your community of people that will always be your community. That is your base game. That is your base game that you have. As you grow as a streamer, as you grow as a content creator, there is DLC along the road that you can pick and choose expansions like The Sims. You can choose expansions and go play those expansions and stuff like that too. But you always have that core game.
Mm-hmm.
However, though, not everybody in your community is going to go for that expansion because they may not like vampires, they might not like wolves, they might not like whatever it may be. But yet you found you like it. So it's indie games, first person shooters, niche games, vloggers, just chatters. There are so many things on there. Not everybody is going to constantly support you the whole way you go, and people will drop off along the road. That's cool. It happens. But some of them will still be there no matter what to the day to the end. And those are the ones that you could be like, you know what, in 10 years from now, be like, yo, that's been my boy since I first started. He was one of my
Mm-hmm.
founders on my stream. Like you could check that badge right there. And he's been there with day one. But it's not gonna be everything. And it's
Yeah.
fine if it doesn't happen that way. Like, in all reality, even if like let's say, and I hate to even it's gonna sound fucked up and rude, but like even if me and Cineax right now were to part ways for whatever reason, God forbid, we were to part ways, I would legit be like, you know what? I wish him the best. But I know Cineax on a personal level outside of work. And we parted ways. Me and Bull parted ways. You know what? I wish him the best. But it's part of life though. And you know what? I'm gonna go on and they'll go on as well too. It's just
Mm-hmm.
it sucks and it's hard. But you gotta realize that there is that it's gonna be there. It's gonna happen. Not breaking friendships, but in a content creation world, you can't appease everybody.
Yeah.
And a lot of people feel they want to and they're trying to and you can't.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't do it.
All right. So Joey asked a pretty good question. I'm going to let you answer this one first. Joey asked, "How do you guys go about reaching outside of the community to collaborate with people?" Because I have an answer that I think would be different than yours.
Um exactly, W. It's not just content creation, it's life. Exactly. And
Mm-hmm.
that's legit what it is. To reaching outside, go about reaching outside the community to do collabs with people. So I will never reach out to just a random person that I just met and be like, oh, by the way, yo, 4435 GZD, you want to go do a collab next week? We're playing fucking Call of Duty. They're gonna look at you and be like, who the fuck are you and why are you here?
Yeah.
I feel that if you know there's somebody that you really think that you would work well with, and there's a streamer that you think that your personalities would match up great and your communities would be able to vibe together,
Mm-hmm.
I say go to those communities, spend time in those communities, make that your priority, more than making 15 fucking hundred videos for content. Take an hour a day, 2 hours a day, learn that community, get involved in that community. You don't have to buy subs or donate, but be involved. Show your face in there. And not even in Discord, show your face in the community. Learn the ins and outs, joke around with them, have fun, meet the other people in the stream because the streamer will notice you coming around more. The streamer will notice what it is, and then you just wait for that opening when they either mention the game or they talk about the game, and you'd be like, "Oh, bro, like I play that game a lot. Like that's a great game. It's one of my favorite games. Like that'd be awesome, bro. Like, do you ever play with community members? Do
Mm-hmm.
would you ever be interested? Or send them a DM. I don't believe that if you're ever looking to do a collab, you should ever just reach out blindly. You you need to build a rapport with the person. If you know it's somebody you want to collab with, and they're not part of your community already, you need to legit network. And I'm looking at a desk.
My
You
camera
need to
fell. Sorry.
legit, you legit need to network and really build a rapport with whoever it is you're looking to collab with.
I'll fix it in a second. Sorry.
That was long-winded. I apologize.
Sorry. My dog was going crazy.
But man, I got the Ant-Man helmet up on the top.
Yes. That was, I think that was a channel point thing for a while, actually. Make me wear the helmet. Because I have
Oh
that.
yeah, it was. Yeah,
I have that and a Spartan helmet.
the crown.
The crown is something completely different.
No, I know. Nerf.
Yeah, I know.
But
She
Nerf is the
fucking
crown.
yells at me every time. But so when it comes to reaching out to people outside of the community, I think the only time I've actually done that is with the interviews. But I haven't just like blindly picked a random streamer I've never met and be like, hey, you want to be interviewed? I approach it from a business end. I look at it because technically, yes, this is my stream, this is my business. I look at it, I try to spend a minimum of 5 hours in somebody's stream, whether it's all at one time or multiple days, trying to get to know the person a little bit better. I attempt to do that. And then if they do have a Discord or something where I can communicate with them inside there and meet some more of the people in their community, then I'll try to hang out and get to know them a little bit better before I just blindly reach out. I have not yet just blindly been like, hey, you want to be here? And you've never been in my stream before. I do try to make some type of a connection with somebody before I ask for a collab. But I've also, up until I started doing these interviews, I wouldn't ask for collabs. I did a couple of collabs and I felt like they were kind of lackluster on my end. Mostly because I was still pretty new to streaming, trying to figure everything out. And I didn't feel like I did a good job on the collabs. Like, me and Johnny, we collabed a couple of different times. We played Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead 2,
Oh
I think.
god, that was horrible.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But that was like, I wasn't even, I remember we played Left 4 Dead, I was only at like 85 viewers, like 85 followers, I mean, at that point in time. Like, I was still like,
I think that was
from
our first like month or two streaming.
Yeah,
and
we were
then
fresh off the boat.
we or at least me, I remember we enjoyed playing it because that was our Saturday things.
Yeah.
And then we collabed on a cosplay stream, and that was a shit show. Yeah, I want y'all to know.
Was it that we did?
Okay, so I hit a sub go for me to do the Riddler cosplay. I hit the sub go and I was like, all right, cool, we're gonna do this. And it was during Johnny's Batman week because he hit a sub go for that. He wore his Batman costume for about 45 seconds, roughly, and was like, this is fucking hot, I ain't wearing this shit no more. And he took it off and I was like, oh, okay, well, that's fun. And then the entirety of the game, he's like, why the fuck are we playing this stupid ass Resident Evil game? This fucking game sucks. And then I was trying to tell him.
Talking about earlier, who he was talking about earlier when he's like, "Oh, what do you do when you're doing a collab with somebody?" And they're like, "Oh, this
no, that was
sucks."
actually just a hot take.
was
But
me.
now that I'm thinking about it, yeah. But yeah, like
I was also drunk too.
we were sitting there. It was like, I would be like, "Hey, Johnny, don't do this because we need this." I was like, perfect example. I have it clipped. I was like, "Hey, you see this big ass tank? Leave it the fuck alone." And he goes, "This one," and shoots it, and then blows himself the fuck up. And then he just stares at me like, what? I didn't do nothing. It's like, I fucking told you to leave it alone.
And that was the day that Riddler learned, if you ever collab with me, and you tell me not to do something, like don't jump off the building. I'm jumping off the building. I gotta test the full damage. Like it's just a gamer knowledge. Like you have to test the full damage. You gotta see if things explode. And if they do,
he ran into a tripwire and was like, oh, there was only C4 attached. I didn't know it would blow me up. It's like, what the fuck did you think was gonna happen?
See, there you go. Look at Bounty too. Exactly.
No, I had a.
We collab too. I was like, Bounty's like, oh, we got to do this. I'm like, wait, do what? Press this button. Don't press the button. Oh, okay, sorry.
I did have a lot of fun. That collab did teach me some things, like having a timing of things is better, and to actually like talk to each other about like, hey, do you actually enjoy this game? That conversation never came up. Funny thing is, I'm gonna call Johnny out for this one too. He's the one that suggested we play that game.
First of all, in my defense, I did not. I said to him, like, what game do you want to play? He's like, Resident Evil. And I said,
No,
okay, which one is the
no.
collab?
I
Whatever.
said I'm cool with whatever, and me and him had
Oh,
spoke
I have it.
like,
That's what it was. I had just
yeah.
gotten it. I
He
had
had
just
just
gotten
got it. He's like, "Well, I got this." I was like, "Well, I've got it too. We can play that." And he's like, "Okay, cool." And then
Yeah.
literally, I think we played for like 4 hours. He shit on the game from the jump. He's like, "I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. This game fucking sucks. I hate it."
We didn't even play for 4 hours. It was a 4 hour stream. We played for about 2.5.
Yeah,
Then I shut the game off and I just sat there and did just chatting. I even did a giveaway
yeah. He
of the
gave the
game.
game.
Right? I
He
took the
gave the
game out
game
of my
away.
fucking console and did a giveaway. And I'll never forget, Big Tall Not Small, JJ won the giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
And I gave the game away right then and there. Pulled it out and just gave it
This,
away.
this is
Nope,
funny
never
thing.
again.
It wasn't a giveaway. He said I'm doing a giveaway, and he's like, "Put a 1 in chat if y'all want to do this giveaway." And Big Tall Not Small was the only person that said 1. He's like, "Well, fuck it, you can have it." I remember that shit clear as day. It was hilarious.
It was funny as hell. I'm like, yeah, anybody in the chat, hit a 1. There was nobody in the chat. Everybody's like,
It was-
I'm like, oh, that's fun.
It was funny because like he did that. And I was like, "So there's not going to be a part 2 to this?" And he was like, "Fuck no."
Wow.
It was a good time though.
It's crazy, like how far we've come. To be honest with you.
Yeah,
Speaking of how far we come, by the way, guys, click that link.
this motherfucker about to unmod your ass. Ladies and gentlemen, the actual link you want to pick is that one right there.
First of all, this is my interview, so no. Can I can't delete the moderator message. Damn it.
All right.
Oh, man.
The last question I asked you: what is the hardest part about being a content creator? Let's flip that up. What's the easiest part?
Easiest part, talking to chat and just having fun. I mean, if there's chat there to talk to, it's just the easiest part.
Okay, let's take chat out of the equation. Chat's not there because there are times when you're streaming and there's not a chat. There's viewers, but there's not a chat. So, what would you think overall is the easiest thing? Because I do agree. I think chat is one of the easiest things to deal with. It's easy to just talk to chat, but there are times when you're streaming and there's not people to chat with.
Easiest thing about content creation and streaming? Shit. Like I would have said hitting the go live button. But
That's
like there are times that like I'm like, yeah, fuck this, I don't want to go live. And I'm like, so it's like a more of a mental battle. But I mean it is the easiest part of like the streaming thing. It's like if I'm gonna go live, I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I hit the go live button. Like that doesn't scare me. Like I know there are a lot of people that are like, oh, I get butterflies every time I go live. I'm over here like, fuck it, hit the go live. Oh yeah. By the way, let me just finish setting my lights up real quick. Like after I hit the go live button, like I totally forgot I should be doing like the rest of my shit. So I think the easiest, because for me going live is easy for me because I get to just be who I am.
Mhm.
So like that's actually a quote my wife actually just read to me, or we had the other day or something like that. I forgot what it was. That said, when you do content creation, be the content creation, be the content. And if you are the content and you live the life, like that's why I always say about being genuine and being who you are. Like if you legit just live the life that you are, like if I am the same way I am on stream as I am off stream,
Mhm.
it's not hard to do it. I just gotta literally just record it. So if you want to record YouTube videos or record anything at all, just record your daily life, record yourself going out there doing your thing. Because you are the content. So if you are the content, you got nothing to worry about.
Okay. I mean, that's a fair answer. Recording. Yes. All right. So, how do you stay motivated to continue to just always the go live button and to
Don't.
continue putting workout or content out there?
I don't. I'll be 100% real. I don't stay motivated most of the time. I like not even just trying to be like stupid on that. Like there are numerous times where I'm just like, do I have to go live? Do I have to go do this? Like, do I really need to make the content? Do I want to go? And I'm just like, no, I'm not gonna do it. Because I think that if you don't want to do it, don't force yourself to do it. Like if you're
Mhm.
just feeling an off day and you're just like, I don't want to stream, don't force yourself to stream because you're gonna make yourself miserable. And you're gonna hate the job you have. That's all there is to it. We're
Mm-hmm.
fortunate enough to have jobs, part time, semi part time, whatever it is. We're fortunate to have a career choice, a job, hobby, whatever you do it as, to be able to just literally record content, make content, be live, play games, hang out with people. If you force yourself to do that, you're not gonna enjoy it. If you force yourself to do it, you're gonna be miserable as shit. Um, so motivation, if you have to try to stay motivated, look at the good, look at the fun part, look at the community aspect, look at whatever things make you happy. But motivation is not always there. That's just my honest opinion about it. Like motivation is not always a thing. There are times when you do it and you might not get motivated until after you start. Like I
Mm-hmm.
might sit down, like I think I was talking to you, Riddler. I was like, yo, just sit down. If you're really having a rough day and you really know that you need to make content, sit down and make a 5 second clip. Don't even post it. And you never know because that 5 second clip might give you the motivation to go forward and make more and make more and make more and do what you want to do. But
Mm-hmm.
the initial motivation though might or might not be there. It's just yeah.
There has definitely been times when I've hit start stream and like I'm motivated to talk to people, like come in and hang out with chat, but I don't really get motivated until people come in and start talking. Does that make sense? Like there's
Yeah, no,
definitely been times where
100%.
I'm like I want to stream. I'm motivated to stream, but I'm not having that mental motivation. And then I see people coming in like, "Hey Riddler," and I'm like, "Holy shit, this is a real thing. It's happening. Awesome." And then I do get hyped up. There are times
That
where
benefit.
yeah,
Good. Sorry.
I'll say there are times when you kind of just have to lay your head down and let the community pick you up because sometimes that's all you got when it comes to like motivation and being picked up by things. I feel like I said
100%.
that
And
completely wrong, but
no, no,
y'all get the
no.
point I'm making.
That's the reason why a lot of times where you'll see people say that viewers that come in as soon as you hit the go live, viewers that are there right like in the very beginning before you even on camera and start typing and stuff, even if it's just like a redeem to be like their first, second, whatever it is, that makes all the difference in the world. That could be a huge game changer for you, for everybody, because it could change your motivation to be from, all right, I'm going live because I'm scheduled to go live, or I'm going live because fuck it, I'm gonna go live. To yo, I'm live. Holy shit! Like there are people here. Like let me fucking do this. Like let me get into my gear. Like let's kick it. And that could literally one random hello from a person in the chat because they don't have to be there.
Mm-hmm.
They take the time out of their day to say hello to you and be there for you. Can change the whole world
I agree
without a doubt.
100% on that. I remember when there's one day I was having a shit day in real life. I had a really bad day at work. I had a bunch of stuff going on, and it was a stream night. And I hit go live, and before I came on camera, which like my song was playing and everything, I had like 10 people in there messaging, talking to each other, talking like saying hello to me. Like that boost of confidence that gave me that day was ridiculous.
Oh yeah,
And just having something like that happen, like that is a really good feeling.
100%, 100%. That's like the benefit. That's the best part about having a community is when the community becomes a community. Because like
Yeah.
for instance, with me with the mafia, the fact that you literally they'll come in and they'll fuck with each other and talk with each other. Like there were times that I'll be streaming, playing a game. I'll go to read chat and chat will be like, Johnny, play the fucking game. We're not talking to you. And like they're just going off, like 15 people going off on each other, just yelling at each other and talking about their life or whatever. I got to get involved, and they're like, "Shut up, play your game. We're not talking to you." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like, all right, y'all continue. Keep doing it. I'll monitor it. I'll be a parent. Go ahead. We're good.
Speaking of the
Exactly,
mafia,
Rocky. Exactly.
speaking of the mafia, if y'all would like to be a member of the Viking Longhouse, there's a link right there. Join. I talk to everybody. Sorry, self promo inside here.
And just join the Scandinavian mafia. Not Scandinavian. Norwegian
Norwegian.
mafia. Norwegian
Technically,
mafia. Yeah.
technically,
Yeah.
I think my ancestors were Scandinavian. Technically,
I just
so
found out one of my cousins is a Viking.
nice.
Did not even know that. My mother just told me today. He's 6'8", and I was like, "Oh, okay. Like that's great. Thank you. That's
That fucking
a
explains
monster."
that right there.
Yeah. I was like, "Okay."
All
I'll
right.
talk to you about that after stream.
All right. So let's ask you a deep, hard hitting, cutting question. What is your greatest achievement since you started streaming?
Ooh.
Because you've had a lot of really good ups, and I feel like I know one of them that if it's not the one you pick is a very close second. Just because me and you we talk on a personal level a lot outside of stream,
Yeah.
so I feel like if the one I'm thinking isn't number one, I know it's a solid right at number two.
That's a really, really good question. I know one of my greatest achievements was definitely the 24-hour stream. Was one of my greatest achievements because it was like raising the money for my father's disease and everything else too, and being able to have that. And I got rated by like a massive raid, and the fact that like there were people that were literally with my stream the entire time from when I went live till the end of the stream. Like, there were viewers that stayed with me talking to me the whole 24 hours. They did not leave, and I was like blown away that I had people in the community that legit stayed with me for 24 hours straight.
Mm.
I'm excited when people stay with me for 15 minutes, but the fact that they stayed with me for 24 hours and I was only a streamer for
I think he was at
what, April,
8 months at that time.
6 months, 6 months. I was 6 months into streaming, and I did my first 24-hour stream. I hit my goal. I hit everything, and it was unreal. It was amazing.
That was actually the one I was thinking.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. That's
just
like
because we've had the conversations and we've talked about your dad and his disease and everything. That to me, I think, was the first thing that popped in my head.
yeah. That was like probably the best one.
That was a fun time. I know I had
It
to work
was
that day, so I wasn't in there the entirety of the time. I did have you pulled up on my PC.
with a shit ton of giveaways. Fucking gave away a Game Boy Color.
Yeah, fucking, I didn't win that one. I was mad. I wanted to play the old Pokemon games on the original games.
Gotta buy one, bro. Go get one.
Fuck that. I'll play an emulator. All right. So when it comes to your channel and yourself, what do you find to be the best way to promote yourself, and how do you promote yourself?
Um, Billboards across town. Usually seem to
This
work
guy.
out best, and it's usually a picture of my butt cheeks, and it says "boom" and then bots on the other cheek. But no, best way to promote myself. All jokes aside, it depends on if we're talking in person or in on online. Because online, I promote myself. I really promote myself just by being around and just letting my own promotion kind of like promote itself. Like people promote me in a way, like being in the involved the community, being friends and stuff, where they kind of promote me. I'll post up like Twitter and everything else too, like I'm going live or whatever. I've got plans coming up and stuff like that. I don't really like promote myself though like that, where I'm like making videos like, oh, by the way, guys, check me out. This I don't do that shit. But I will be changing that, with especially with making the jump to YouTube. Like a lot of stuff's gonna be changing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, One big way to promote yourself is always like just get your fucking stream name tattooed on your arm. Just straight up tattoo yourself with your fucking name and bots. That's one way. That always, believe it or not, that actually works, and that gets conversations going. People will be like, "Oh, what is Boom Bots?" And I'm like, "Oh, by the way, here's my business card. Like, check it out." Like, and I've had people like when I was at Disney, I had people follow me from randos like at the bar or whatever. We were just talking. Um, I am
Your
definitely the
merch
person that I
everywhere.
talk a lot to people. So when we're out, and I get nervous, but like if I'm at like conventions or anything like that at all, my wife can tell you like I don't like crowds, but yet if you get me to somebody, I will literally promote myself to that person and get them to like follow me here, this and that. Third. Like I had people from Comic Con last year reach out to me again this year because they're holding events and they were like, "Yo, we want to have you come to this event." And I'm like, and I haven't talked to them, but they knew where I was. They were like, "Oh, it was great seeing you at Comic Con last year. We would love to have you come to our event this year or whatever."
Yeah.
So on and so forth. That if you would like to, you can promote it. You can, record it. You can make videos of it, whatever it is. And I'm like, yo, that's fucking crazy. I couldn't do it. But the idea though that networking and promoting outside of Twitch and outside of like the stream world can really benefit you a hell of a lot more a lot of times than it can just promoting yourself within, because you never know where you're going to meet somebody or what kind of business opportunities you might be able to meet or make going forward. So
It's not a bad. That thing to do right there, especially
Are
at
you muted?
no.
Oh, there we go.
What's the fuck? Oh,
I have a crazy delay right now in my audio. That's crazy.
uh, can I help you with that?
Oh, you're good. It's just
Oh.
me, I guess.
But yeah, especially at like conventions and stuff, like Comic Con and stuff. I've not had the opportunity to go out to one of those yet. I would like to, just so I could promote myself in that sense. I promote myself at work, believe it or not. It's really weird. Like so like Rocky
Really?
says, yeah. So like Rocky says, wear your merch everywhere. I have a couple of T-shirts that are my merch that I wear from time to time, and it is a conversation piece because people be like, "What's up with that?" And I just tell them, "Oh, it's my merch," and then I break into letting them know like what's going on with my stuff, and then like I tell everybody I have two jobs. I have the job that I'm at while I'm at work. And I'm like, I have this job. And I have a job outside of here, and I love my job outside of here 100 times more than I like this one. It just does not pay me enough to be able to pay my bills, so I have to still work here. That is literally, I can't tell you how many people I've told that to. Literally that exact word for word. So I love my second job 1,000,000 times more than this one, but it just doesn't pay the bills yet.
And my third job, OnlyFans, that pays the bills. But you know, I gotta subscribe.
Shh. Can't be telling everybody that.
That was the whole deal. That's what we were supposed to do.
No. That one stays on the down low. I can't just
Oh,
have
okay.
you just can't have that to everybody just yet. But yeah, like, that's one of the ways I promote. I do find it hard to promote myself because I always feel like I'm kind of stepping on toes when I'm promoting myself, especially in other people's discords and stuff. I try very very much not to promote myself in other discords unless I'm asked about it. I try to treat discords like I do streams, which probably isn't the best way because that's one of the reasons that discords are there, especially when they have self promo sections. But
So
like,
you don't like self promo?
nah, in other people's discord, yeah, I don't mind it. As long as there's a section there, like I'll use Nerve for an example. She had self promo in there for a long time. See what you did there, you fucking piece of shit. About to unmod your ass. I'll just do that.
They're following you shit.
Not everywhere. You don't know that. Maybe somebody hadn't
What
seen my funny TikToks yet, huh? Maybe they haven't seen it yet. Maybe that's what our tree is all about, networking. Yes. So that's one of the things. Like there are, like I said, I was going to use Nerve as an example. She had self promo on her channel, and she noticed that there was people that never show up, never talk, never say anything at all, don't post anything in there other than their links. So she made it where, hey, you can't post a link to your level 5. You got to come in here and interact. Excuse me. Thank you. So like it's one of those, like you have to be an active member of the community to promote. I am not the most active in every community. I will say this, in every community that I'm in, every Discord that I'm in, every morning, whatever my morning message is, I post that in every Discord. I won't,
What?
yeah, I post it everywhere.
You're kidding? I would have never guessed.
Fuck you. But yeah, just so like you know that I'm still here. I'm still a member of your Discord. I'm still trying to be participating. Now, I do tell everybody I work 12 hours a day. I don't always message back in every Discord, but when I do check my phone, if I see you replied to my message, I do message you back. Even if it's
Right.
an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours later, you will get a response from me. Now, if you respond to my message without replying to my message, yeah, that message is gone. I'm sorry. Unless I see the notification come up, it's gone. It's nothing personal. It's just I'm in a bunch of Discords and I try to keep up with every one of them. It's a lot of work, but you know, it is what it is. Making people feel that is one of the things I try to pride myself, Rocky, on. When my Discord started growing a little bit, I know it's still a very small community of people that come and hang out. I want you, if you're in my Discord or in my stream, I want you to feel like family, especially to me, because you're taking time out of your day to send me a message. Motherfucker. But you're taking a minute to come and tell me good morning or give me some piece of advice or post in like my anime section where you're like, hey, have you watched this? Just little things like that where I'm like, you thought about me in this sense. I want to make sure you understand and know that I appreciate that, and I'm going to have a conversation with you. There's people that, like Johnny, you've messaged my Discord before, and we had a whole fucking meme war for like 6 hours
Oh yeah,
just
100%,
because.
100%.
And it's just one of those like I want everybody to understand. I love y'all. I appreciate every single one of y'all. West, I'm gonna call you after stream, and we're gonna set this up so we can get this debate going. He's been telling me you don't want to talk anime from me for like 4 months.
West, you want to talk what anime? West, I got you. I'll talk to you about anime. I'll talk to you about Naruto all day long.
Here we go with this bullshit again. I lost my train of thought. You said Naruto instead of Naruto, and all my fucking thought process went away. So fuck you for that one. He doesn't do it on purpose. He only does it on purpose when it's me.
Basically,
Literally, like we had a whole like 20-minute
Naruto.
argument. Oh, it's this Naruto. It's very easy.
Naruto. It's Naruto. Sorry, it's Naruto. Naruto.
I'm about to block you on everything. All right, see, now I lost my train of thought where I was going with this. All right, so
Yo, y'all come after me for Super Mario, so like fuck all y'all. It's not Mario, it's Mario. It's not Naruto.
It's not Mario. See, the difference is I will agree with you because it's Italian. If you say Mario, I'll be like, okay, I understand that because it has your accent stuff on it. But Naruto isn't how it's fucking pronounced. Thank you very much, you dickhead. And he does. This is how I know he does it on purpose, specifically for me, because we've had these calls like this before, where he's like, "All right, it's Naruto," and he says it casually and it keeps going, and then like he'll turn and look at the camera and be like, "I mean Naruto." It's like, "Bitch, you said it first. You said it right the first time."
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sure you
My
don't.
accent. That's my accent. Sorry.
Lies, fucking lies. Nah, Candy. If you don't say it like Naruto, I don't want to hear it. Because then we're gonna have a whole debate. I'm gonna flip my desk. I'm gonna have to reset up all my shit. I'm gonna be upset.
Yo, who's that blonde? Who's that blonde dude with the? That's Nudie. Oh, I know Nudie. Nudero.
We're about to end this fucking stream. Fuck you.
I need to do
Yeah.
the karate sign language. Hand dancing and shit.
He's trying to trigger me. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing right now, and it's working slightly.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not, you liar.
No, I'm not, but it's okay.
He succeeded. Yes. All right, moving on. Damn it. How do you deal with first-time chatters coming in and being too much? And what I say by that is hardcore backseating, repeatedly spamming sound alerts or other stuff. How do you deal with that?
So they come in with hardcore backseating, like if they're like ruining the game and things.
Naruto.
Give them a warning at first. Give them a warning. Be like, yo, look, like, you can chill out, you can have fun all that. Though there are certain games I don't mind you guys helping and running and everything else too. And I don't mind certain things like certain spoilers with stuff. But if I ask you like straight out, like, yo, don't do it. Like, don't. I don't want you to ruin the game. I don't want backseat gaming for this one or whatever it may be. And they're like, oh well, blah blah blah. All right, ban. That's it. Bye. There's 5 million other people on Twitch. Like, you ain't gonna like hurt me if I kick you out. Like, I used to be afraid of banning people from my channel. Like, I used to be worried about banning like viewers and stuff. But like, I know my mods will ban them usually before I can, especially Cineax. Cineax will be fucking quick as shit to ban them. I don't even get a chance to like. They catch an attitude with me, and Cineax doesn't like it himself. He'll ban them.
Fuck
Bullhead,
out of
I don't
here.
even know he'll be in my stream and he'll ban somebody without me even knowing it. Like it really depends on the context too. Because somebody came in one day and told me, "Yo, I don't like the fact that you curse." I was like,
I was there for that stream. That was
"Excuse
fucking
me,
hilarious.
you don't like the fact that I fucking curse?" They were like, "No." My whole chat went on. My chat was like, "Well, get the fuck out of here, then. This is who the fucking is. He curses all the fucking time. Fuck this." I'm like, y'all heard it, like, bro, like, I don't know who you think you are. My shit is rated 18+. I am not family friendly. So y'all, you're fucked. Like, be out. Bye. Like, I'll be honest. Like, my community is very much the idea of be humble, hang out, have a good time, do your thing. I don't stop nobody from being themselves.
Mhm.
Have as much fun as you want to, but don't try to come into my community and try to change what's already there. It's it's a built community. If you're new to the community and you're coming in, you're trying to change it, you're not going to be welcomed by many in the community. It's just the truth of the matter is, like, you're a guest coming into a community. We would love to have you.
Mhm.
Love to have you in our community. We welcome everybody. But you got to realize, though, too, you're a guest in somebody else's house walking in. So you got to read the room.
I agree.
Essentially, read the room.
Rocky, he has to stream for you to be able to ban people.
I haven't had the chance to ban someone yet. Kind of sad. Well, Rocky, listen. If you'd like, I could have you ban yourself. I mean, I don't know how it's gonna work out too well, but I mean, we can try it. I mean, I'm
Also,
sure you can. I'll find somebody else you can ban. I got you.
let's go into, I said something about the sound alerts. Booch said that he makes his sound alerts expensive. So the bang that I have, that you have, that scares
Right.
majority of people. He has that on his. I want you to take a wild guess. How much do you think that cost on his stream?
10K,
5K.
and I'll never use it. I'll never use it at that point. I'll be honest with you right now. I've gotten yelled at. I've gotten yelled at myself
Yeah, I
from
was
people
part of
telling me
that.
that I have some bougie ass fucking channel points. Meanwhile, it's like
Yellow.
fucking 2K for a fucking 10-second fucking clip, and she's like, "Yo, it's 2K for like a fucking
Yellows. I remember that Yellows calling your ass out on it. You had some. I don't remember what sound alert. I don't remember what sound alert it was, but he was just like, "Really? That much for that little 2-second clip?"
yeah."
That was a fun
I'm like,
time.
bro, and like usually my channel points are usually cheap as shit. Like most of my channel points for the longest time were cheap as shit until people started being able to like redeem like 5 million of them
I
because they
remember
were
we
already
yelled
in
at
for a
you
while.
because you changed the sound alert of bang from 500 to 1,000. And we
Yeah, everybody was so mad.
we bullied you into it to put it back to 500.
I think I went down to like 700 at that point. I was like, I'll meet you guys in the middle. I'll make it 7 or 750. Fine.
That's good
Yeah.
times.
I'll raise sound alerts like bangs or loud noises and stuff. If I have to play a horror game or something, I'll jack the shit up out of those prices real quick. I'll make them shits 5K to 10K a fucking sound alert. I don't give a shit because I ain't trying to fucking get my I ain't trying to like shit my fucking chair while I'm in the middle of playing a horror game.
Me
So-
over here sitting with fucking 75K points.
How many do I have in your channel?
A lot,
Oh, I
probably.
use them all the time on you.
All mine are cheap as shit. The only ones that I have that are expensive are like Guide the Raid and Make Me Tweet Something. I think those
It's
are
the
the
kind of
only
word.
ones. The only ones that are actually somewhat expensive.
Supply and demand, bro. Supply and demand. Y'all want you guys are demanding that scare alert on my horror game. Sorry, but the supply is running low, so the prices are getting jacked up.
All right. So, how do you feel about backseating? Is it game
I'm all
specific?
for it.
Okay.
As long as you don't ruin the game for me. Like, I mean, it is game specific to some extent, but I don't play any game. Most of the games that I play, they're like Cineax will say they're demos. But I am pro backseating because Cineax can tell you too. For about I want to say almost a year or so, I backseated every single stream of Cineax's stuff. Like every single stream, I backseated. Because that was literally all I would do was just walk him through. Like he's also the type of person too. Like walk through, do what you got to do, show me where stuff is at, let me know where things are at. Don't ruin the story though. If you see me miss something, or it's an easier way, go ahead tell me. But don't tell me the fucking story though. Because if you come in and tell me that Leia and Luke are fucking brother and sister or some shit, and I just now fucking started the first movie, I'm watching rolling credits. I'm banning you. I'm finding your IP address and I'm banning you on every other Twitch channel you're in. Like because that's like the biggest plot twist ever, and you just ruined that shit for everybody in my chat too. It's not just me. You're ruining it for people in the chat that might not know about it.
Yeah.
So it's like you're causing a fuck up at that point. Hi, Supreme.
Supreme, welcome to the stream, man. Thank you for coming in and showing some love, brother. All right, so let's get into a little bit more of the backside of Twitch. What would qualify somebody to be a mod in your channel?
Be a mod on my channel?
Mm-hmm.
$44.99 a month. Um, no, to be a mod on my channel, there are certain things that I will say that I've had mods and I've had to demod them because they're just reckless as shit. So I'm at a time where I will let a person, if they are a person that comes around often, they're a person that I see a lot, or a person that I trust, I'll most likely make them a mod. But I have very few mods though. Originally, when I first started, I was gonna have a bunch of mods, and I was like, no, I'm not doing it. I have very minimal mods. I think I have like maybe four or five mods. That's it. And because of the fact that I mod my own streams as well too, because there are times where I'll just randomly go live, and my mods are streamers. So
Mm-hmm.
because my mods are streamers, they're live or they're doing their own thing or whatever, or they're working their own jobs. So it's tough because I have to literally mod my own stream, and I'm good at it. It's not an issue with that. Like I'm not worried about that. But I would say though that if I was to start over and choose again, my moderators, for the most part, with the exception of like some that I already have that are amazing when they are there, I would say a prerequisite would be that you are not a streamer to be a moderator. Because there are numerous people that are career moderators. Like that is their goal. They are moderators and they moderate for like 15 channels and that's all they do all day long. And they spend their time moderating for channels. Um, I did it for years. I was a moderator and I was a moderator on about 45 fucking channels. Easily. I would be every time I go online, I was over here moderating like 10 different channels over that though. I wouldn't even show up for like a month or two and I'd be back again and they'd be modding. So I do feel that moderators should not be streamers because it makes it easier. Because once I started streaming, I couldn't moderate in a lot of channels because
Mm-hmm.
I was busy with my own shit.
Yeah.
So I understand it. So I do feel that should be like a prerequisite though going forward would be you're not a streamer for me to mod you.
It's fair. So I've recently had I want to say debate because it's not the right word to use. Talks with a few people, and they highly suggested that I get somebody who's not a streamer to be a moderator. And I have been on the lookout. I had one guy, I think it was during Rocky's interview, said that he wasn't a streamer and he wanted to be a moderator. And I told him, I was like, we can talk about that after stream because he was new to the community. And I didn't tell him no on stream. I just told him that me and him would talk. He hadn't popped back up since. I think he got mad about that. But I do think having that as a preset thing is perfect because you have somebody that can be there specifically for you and your stuff. I have 3 non-streaming mods, 2 streaming mods. Honestly, good balance. I wish I was a little more balanced with my mods. So like most of my mods, or I think actually all of my mods, outside of my wife, which she doesn't know how to mod on Twitch. Most of the time she's not here. She's dealing with little man while I'm doing this. And my brother, which again, he has his own family and stuff going on. He can't always be here. All the rest of mine are streamers. And I can't be mad at them for not showing up because they're doing the same thing I'm doing.
Right.
Perfect example. Johnny's a streamer, and he doesn't always show up to the streams, but he's a mod in my channel. But it's because when he is here, I know what he's going to do. He's going to help me out.
Yeah. I think having moderators. So I do think that having, depending on how big of a streamer you are too, like if you have like maybe like 2 to 3 or 2 to 5, let me not say big or small streamer because we're all big streamers in our own way.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say though, like depending on the amount of flow you have in your chat, having a moderator that is either a streamer themselves or having a moderator that is a professional moderator, like a one that's been doing it for a long time, is always beneficial because that is actually what helped me out with streaming because of the fact that that's the reason why if my chat is blowing up, I'm able to like legit do what I'm doing while still read chat and pull out anything I need to pull out from chat for key context words that I can have a conversation with people in chat because of the fact that I'm used to having to moderate for streams where the chat's going off and it's like me and 6 other moderators and we're just looking at shit and you're trying to pick up keywords to be like they need to get deleted, ban that, delete that, delete. So there are benefits to having some moderators that are streamers because they know what what is a possible thing that could lead into an
Yeah,
issue.
they know what to look for.
Right, they know what to look for, and then professional moderators as well too, like ones that have been doing it for a while. So those are like some benefits that you have to each one. Yeah.
All right. So, next question. Oh, lost my damn place. Sorry. Speaking of moderators and whatnot, you dickhead.
Speaking of moderators, guys, check out my new YouTube channel.
This man's over here like, look, bro, every time you look away from your computer, I'm sending my lead. Fuck you. Did you set up a new command or something on your stream deck just to send it in my chat?
No, copy, Control V, copy paste.
Yeah. Speaking
It's
of,
already pasted. I just had to hit enter and it's just going in right now. It's already pasted there.
let's say, speaking of the moderators and everything, let's spam that where I can. But yeah, speaking of the moderators and whatnot, what do you do to give back to your mods?
What do I do to give back to my mods?
Yeah.
I tell them, "Oh, you're doing such a great job. Keep it up." Pat on the ass and get the fuck out of here. No, give them a quick good game. No, I mean honestly, like I give my moderators like extra. I give my moderators I'll give my moderators extra time. Like if they need something from me or whatever, I will be there for them. I will give them like more of my time than they need if they need to. But like for me though, like my moderators, I talk to my moderators on a daily basis anyway. Like
Yeah.
Balti's one of my moderators, so me and Balti we talk all the time. We're always asking like randomly asking about each other's lives and all that too. We need help with each other, whatever. If we have like Cineax and Bullhead, two moderators, and I literally talk to them from like morning to night and play games with them. So like they can't get anything else from me unless they want feed picks. Wes is another one. I talk to Wes all day long, so it's like, what am I gonna do for him as well too? Like I can't do certain things. Um, so it's like there are things that my moderators. I've been fortunate enough that my moderators like Rocky, etc. too. Like we talk all the time. Like so there's nothing that I would do anything they really need to, and if they needed something from me extra, I would do it. But like I also keep them in mind too. Like whenever I go to do a giveaway or whatever like that. Like if I have extra stuff or whatever like that, I might just if I know one of my mods wanted it, I'll just throw it to them. Like I might hand it to them or give it to them. But I'll. So there's nothing really crazy with that. Like if it was up to me though, and I made enough money, I'd be more than glad to pay them like a monthly thing or whatever, or gift them a sub to whoever they want to get a sub for. If they want emotes to a certain channel, be like, oh here, I'll gift you a sub to that person's channel or whatever. Or here's a game, like every month. What's your favorite game coming out? Like there's a bunch of cheap games right now on like on Humble Bumble. Do you like any of those? Let me know if you want one of them. I got you. I'll buy it for you. If I could afford it, I'll do that. But there's nothing like really over the top that I go out of my way to do. And I know it's rough, but we're in the same boat. Like unless you're one of my moderators and you are literally in my stream every day, morning to night, every single one of my streams. I mean, if you did that, like every single stream that I was in streaming and you're there for the whole stream, then yeah, I would definitely probably be able to give you extra because of the fact that I know that you are legit busting your ass to be there.
Just saying.
Oh, what happened, Ridley? Oh, I'm
Just
sorry.
saying.
Close to you. Sorry, Ridley.
Just saying, I
That
never
face had you.
never got mod status. Just to throw that one out there.
Sorry, apparently something got pushed up. I don't know what happened. So stream avatars are definitely fun. Free emotes is an amazing way to be able to pay your streamers. A mod that didn't do their job well. Yes, Rocky. That's why I fired him. Numerous times. No, I've had mods that did not do the job well. I can go into that at some point. But yeah.
As far as the only thing I can speak of, especially with the mods that I have, the only way I can say they didn't do a good job would be because they don't show up. But then again, like I said, they're streamers. They have their own things going on. I can't fault them for that. Now, if I did have somebody who wasn't a streamer and they never showed up, and when they are here, they're not doing their job, then yes, I could say they're doing a bad job. That would be the only fault I could say for my mods, is because I'm back. Well, they didn't show up. They didn't do a good job because they didn't show up. But I can't fault them for that because they have their own shit going on. They have their own streams. They have their own setups in the backgrounds they got to work on. So, I mean, like I said, I can't fault them for that. It'd be one of those I would love to be like, oh, yeah, it's your fucking fault. My mod wasn't here. But no. It's like, I would love for every 700 or 800, however many people follow me on here, for them to be in every single stream I have. I wish I had that. But you can't, you can't do that because everybody has personal lives. They have things going on outside of my time, my stream time. Bucci, thank you for the biddies. So I don't think as of this point I can say I have mods that do a bad job. Because everybody that's in my channel that are modded, when they are here, they do their job. And they do it exceptionally well.
As far as bad mods go, I did have one for a while, and a huge blowout happened with that. Some people in the community might know, some people might not know. But this was a while back. And my thing is the bad mod in the situation. I do a lot of give. I'm just gonna be blunt. I do a lot of giveaways. I am a person that what?
I was trying to think, like, who was it? And then right before you said giveaway, I was like, never mind, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, West is definitely the one that I've had to yell at him numerous times because he keeps on trying to use his mod status to get feet pics from me, and I keep on telling him that's not the way it works. But I am the person that I do a lot of giveaways. My streams are full of giveaways. I'm going to be doing it when I go to YouTube too, like major incentives on YouTube, like, for giveaways and everything else too. How to do the shameless plug. Sorry. So yeah, exactly. That right there, what Riddler has in his hand right now was a giveaway. I even signed it for him too. He had the autograph and everything. So like I always do giveaways and I try to be fair to everybody. And sometimes I do streams where like, giveaways happen or whatever. My opinion is if you're a person, and this is stream moderator or not moderator, if you're a person, and if I do 5 giveaways over 5 days, and they're big giveaways, and you win 3 out of the 5, you should not be putting in to the other 2 because of just being a nice person. Like, I feel personally like if you see that happening, why would you continuously put in for it?
Yeah.
So I have to make rules and stuff to be like, yo, look, like, if you won this, I had to start making rules. Like, if you won this week, you can't win next week. Like, if you won any day this week or whatever, then you can't win until next week or the week after, and then you can win again. But then on top of that, too, it's when mods start taking advantage of it. When mods start.
It makes it seem like it's starting to get rigged.
Right, exactly what the problem was. I was getting messages from people that they thought my giveaways were rigged because my moderator was winning. And they were putting into every single giveaway possible stuff they didn't even care about. Like legit told me in chat, I don't even care about that game. And they
I remember that day.
And they got mad when I was like, if you don't care about the game and you've won 4 other giveaways, can we please just give that away again? And they didn't want to. And they got mad at me for it.
I remember that.
And then they have a tendency to spam the emotes and to make their mods abuse the streamer. That's the rule. That comes with being a moderator. Moderators are there to make the streamer's life a living fucking hell. That's what the point is. Like you're there to do that. Make the chat laugh. Make the streamer miserable. Do your best at it. I hope my moderators do that. However, though, there's making somebody miserable and making the chat miserable. So now, if you're making the chat miserable, where you're just creating stupid redemptions, stupid emotes, stupid commands, and you're spamming it, we run into a problem. Because now you're starting to alienate people in the chat. You're starting to take advantage of your moderator status, and you're not playing fair with other people in the community. And it starts to become an issue. So yes, bad mods do happen.
That does happen. I remember that. That was a big focal point for when I started looking at mods, because at that point I had just modded 2 people and I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work out. And it turned out it actually did. But yeah. Alright, so chat, I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna give y'all just a little bit of a heads up. I only have a couple questions left, so if any of y'all have any questions for myself or Mr. Johnny Boombots, please have them ready, and we'll be ready to answer those in just a few minutes. And Johnny, if you have any questions for me, I'm gonna let you ask me at that point too, which I don't think y'all have any because we talk pretty regularly. But
digits.
You already have them, and you ignore me when I text you, and then text me back on Facebook.
I don't answer my text messages at all from anybody.
He's literally done that.
My wife does it.
I've texted him, and he texted me back a reply from my text on Facebook. He's done that before. But
it do be like that.
But we have a big change coming to the Boombox stream, and it's you moving to YouTube. Now, I had like 4 questions wrote down for this, and I want you to know I lost 3 of them, so I'm winging it right here. What is the major reason for you to say, you know what, I'm a jump ship, I'm moving to YouTube?
Fuck Twitch. Now, all jokes aside, though,
Okay.
so my major reason for jumping ship from Twitch to YouTube is and a lot of people are shocked that I'm making the jump because of the fact that they've seen that I have success per se
Mm-hmm.
on Twitch. I'm not a person that is struggling, and I don't want to say struggling because of the fact that it sounds very rude or mean, but it's not where I'm like I am doing bad on Twitch. Like I have an amazing community, and I have a decent time on Twitch in general. My reasoning for leaving though is the fact that I personally do not feel longevity from Twitch is going to be a thing because I
Mm-hmm.
feel like Twitch as of late, and again, I've been on Twitch for a long time as a content creator, not 2 years, but as a streamer, as a viewer, and as a moderator, I've been on Twitch for years when it was Justin TV, and then it became Twitch, and then when Twitch became bought out by Amazon recently, I just seen a lot go on. And since Twitch has been bought out by Amazon, they're doing a lot more shady shit and a lot more stupid shit. And they are a company, and I do not fault Twitch for anything they do because Twitch needs to make money. Twitch is a company, they are a business, they have to do what they have to do. I don't like the false promises that Twitch gives us. And YouTube is bad too. YouTube has their issues.
Mm-hmm.
There's no denying that. YouTube has their issues. However, though, Twitch though will let certain people get away with certain things and let other people get penalized to the upteeth extent of the law, and it's an unfair balance. Now, am I saying that Twitch is a bad company or something you should never work with? No, Twitch has never done wrong by me. I've had my issues with Twitch. I've even voiced it. I've been in meetings with with Twitch, Twitch people, everything else too. Like I check the forums. I'm heavily involved. Personally speaking, though, YouTube, they are making a lot of moves, and I feel like getting onto YouTube and getting into YouTube now and pushing for that partner, which is going to take a while because I'm only at 86 followers right now, even subscribers right now on YouTube. I have to hit 1,000. So
I'm in that
hitting that
same boat.
partner mark, exactly, you know what it is, and it's hard. However, though, I do feel that my goal my goal has always been the same. Still, like I want to still create the company. I still want to open up my business and everything else to NSLB and create the business. I feel that on YouTube, I have a better chance of doing it because of the fact that it's going to force me to be all in one shot. I don't like the idea of people constantly with the make TikTok clips, make Instagram clips, make Facebook reels, post the YouTube shorts, post the YouTube vlogs, be on Twitch, save your VODs, download. Dude, you don't have to do all that. You don't. If you want to grow on Twitch, you can literally use Twitch and grow on Twitch. You want to grow on TikTok, grow on TikTok. Networking, whatever community you want to grow on is where you got to be at. If you want to grow on Twitch, grow on Twitch. Make Twitch your focal point. YouTube though is gonna give me the opportunity to be able to create skits. It's gonna give me the opportunity to create a lot of long form content and short form content that I have been looking into doing for a while. Having it where multiple platforms is just not for me. So I'm excited because I will be doing a lot of vlogging. I'm actually gonna have 2 Twitch channels, 2 YouTube channels coming up because I'm gonna have one for personal vlogs and I'm gonna have one for gaming vlogs, news, skits, etc. So there will be 2 YouTube channels, and there already is two
I got
Twitch
bread.
channels right now. I have this one that I'm on right now, and then I'm actually creating the NSLB one for the team, so the team can stream and everything else too. But it's a personal preference, and I feel like for my own self, I feel longevity will be better for me on YouTube than it will be on Twitch. I'm still gonna be on Twitch on occasion, like
Mm-hmm.
once a month, once every so often, whatever. Still doing community stuff and everything else too, but YouTube is gonna be my main focal priority. And again, though, guys, if you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, just check it out right there. You know what I'm saying? Right there. Check it out.
So I'm gonna ask
But yeah,
you. I guess I don't know if it'd be considered a personal question or not, but do you believe the community you have on Twitch is going to follow you to YouTube? Because I know the conversion rate of people who are on Twitch the conversion rate's only like, I think it's like 35% of people that have went to from Twitch to YouTube, they don't convert their numbers very well. I think that is, I don't remember the exact
Is it really?
statistic that I
Oh, I
looked up.
posted the wrong. I'm posting up the wrong fucking link this whole entire time. Motherfucker, that was the link that I sent to fucking. Oh my god, guys. That's my fucking channel. I made Riddler watch the video earlier. That's my channel, my YouTube channel, guy. And nobody bothered fucking telling me. That's my YouTube channel.
I want you to know. That's what you
Riddler's
get.
known this whole time. He's been an asshole, just letting me fucking post up music videos.
That's what you get. That's what you get.
Shit. That's my YouTube channel, guy. Motherfucker. I am starting on Twitch, on YouTube, starting on November 1st. Burn your Twitch account. You got to break up right now. You're playing games. How am I playing games right now? What are you talking about?
But yeah, so looking at the statistics when it comes to the
That's my hype
conversion
song, by
rates,
the way, Chief. That's the hype song I use a lot of times.
the conversion rate, do you believe the community you have now is going to convert over to YouTube with you as well?
So it's interesting because I actually, the first day I made the announcement, and I was hyping up the announcement for a while to see who was going to show up, and a shit ton of people were in the channel, the stream that day.
Mm-hmm.
And I even asked him too. I was like, by showing emotes, who's going to actually show up? I would say almost everyone replied that they would be there. And I even had 2 people say to me, oh, now I have a reason to create a YouTube account. I don't have a YouTube account, but I'll create one now to be able to follow you and join your stream. So do I see a large, do I think that everybody is going to be there? Do I expect to have like crazy high views? I don't know. Yes, no, I hope so. Everybody hopes so.
Yeah.
But I also just think though too is that the opportunity for discoverability might be better on there as well because of the amount of content you can put out. It's not so much being found by reads, it's more authentic views that you would get because it's not where Twitch, where everybody is a streamer trying to find other streamer communities to be able to grow themselves.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube is authentic. They come to you because they want to watch your channel, they want to see what you put out, and they want to come to your channel because they're not coming to you to be able to grow because you can't read them. You might be able to give them a shout out, but you're not really gaining much like that.
I agree. No, I have looked into the swap to YouTube. I'm gonna ask you a question because this is something I'm considering doing. With the exclusivity clause being changed as of recently, have you considered streaming it on both at the same time?
You still can't. Exclusivity clause does not permit you to stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time if you are still affiliate. You are allowed to stream on Twitch and a mobile broadcasting program such as Instagram and TikTok. You are not allowed to use YouTube and Twitch though. You are allowed to still end your stream and go over. Your content is still allowed to be able to go over to your content is still allowed to be able to go over to YouTube. It doesn't have the 24-hour notice and everything else too. Because I believe Twitch owns your video, your VODs for 24 hours. I believe they took that down though, and you're allowed to post them up right after you're done.
Okay. So
we have always had, by the way, we've always had that.
Yeah.
We have always been able to stream to Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch. It never changed. It only changed for partners.
Yeah.
But people don't read the
Fine
clause
print.
when they sign their affiliate contract.
So you said being an affiliate, you can do that. What if you took your affiliate status away? 'Cause we have the option to do that. Take your affiliate status away, and then your community that is still here on Twitch, they can still support you with donations, same as on YouTube. You can donate to them on YouTube. Why not do that? Would that be a consideration?
No.
Okay.
No,
Fair.
the reason there's a reason for that too as well. Numerous people will not do donations first of all to people's streams.
Yeah.
Because doing donos is actually a very difficult thing to do on Twitch as opposed to YouTube. Because with Twitch, when you go to dono, you have to go to a third-party site, the whole yards, you have to go through all this. You're missing half the stream. That's why there are numerous people that don't like to do stream loot cards. They don't like to do any of those extra shit because you have to go to a third-party site to get your stuff. Come back, you already missed half the stream. If you use it, whatever it may be. So my opinion of this, and it might sound fucked up, but again though too, we are here to have fun, enjoy ourselves, but we're also here for a business aspect. We're here to make money. At the end of the day, I will never fault anybody that tells me they're here to make money because you're here to make money. And I love my community. Like, I don't want my community to sub, donate, file, whatever it is. Just be there, have fun, do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
However, though, if I am honestly going to be giving my time, though, numerous amounts of time, though, I would rather give my time and dedicate my time to one platform that I feel like I give myself growth to and where I want to go to. That being YouTube.
It's
So the
understandable.
reason why I'm still going to be on Twitch, though, as an affiliate, part time every so often and things too, is because of the fact that I have numerous people that use my emotes, that like my emotes, that want to continue to use my emotes. So for that reason alone, though, being an affiliate and still staying on YouTube, still staying on Twitch, not getting rid of my deleting my account is because of the fact that people can still use my emotes, and it's also a way for me to still be able to collab when people want me to do multiple, like any of my stupid collab streams where I cosplay and everything else too. I can't do a collab when you're on YouTube and Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to collab with me on Twitch, though, I'll go live with you on Twitch. If I want to host a charity event because somebody needs a charity event, I can host it on Twitch. That's the reason why I have the Team NSLB Switch Twitch channel that I'm making. This way, it can be for anybody in the Team NSLB community to be able to use that if they want to do it, without being I'm promoting my own channel. You can just be like, "Yo, Team NSLB. Anybody from the team can use it. Here's the login code. Go live, have fun, knock yourself out, do a charity."
Mm-hmm.
Any money you make out of that, though, it's yours. If you're doing the stream, if you want to split it, whatever you want to do, that's all good. So the idea of streaming and doing both is appealing, but you lose the interactivity too. A lot of times, you lose. A lot of times, people don't know how. A lot of people do it and they can't do it. I'll be honest with you right now. I see people that try to do multiple streams and they can't do it. They can barely read their one chat, let alone read two or three. So it's like that's the other thing too is you're looking at doing multiple streams. You're looking at doing multiple chats. If you're looking to do two different cameras, if you're not splitting it through OBS, and if you don't have the PC to be able to split it the right way, like there's a lot more to it. It sounds amazing, but the reason
Mm-hmm.
why people don't do it on a regular basis is because of the fact that it's just way too much work for such a little turnout for no reason.
Yeah.
Um, Partners are doing it because partners don't have to worry about that. They have their sponsorships. They have everything else too. So for them, they can do two things. Look at Ninja. Ninja gets donations and everything else too. You don't give a shit. He took away his affiliate status. Took away his partner status. He streams everywhere one shot. He doesn't read his chat. He might read one message out of like fucking 500 every so often. So he's got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's my take at least on that.
Okay. I mean, it's a fair point. I just figured I'd ask while I was thinking of it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have one final question for Mr. Boombots. So if y'all have any questions y'all would like to ask myself or Johnny, now would be the time to start putting those in the chat, and then we'll start getting to those. So, Mr. Boombots, the last question I'm going to ask you. Right now, if somebody was to tell you, I'm going to hit the go live button for the first time tomorrow, what is one piece of advice you would give them to help?
If somebody was hitting the go live button tomorrow, one piece of advice to give them would be yourself. Be genuine. Don't put on a show. Don't put on a show unless don't put on a show. Be who you are, because if you are who you are, people will come to you and love you for who you are, and they will find you. Don't let negativity of others bring you down either. Because the overall truth of the matter is like if I put on a show that I'm like this, oh my god, I'm a joyous person. I'm a Barney kind of streamer, family friendly, I never curse. But then one day though, I get upset and I lose it and I break character. Guess what? If I got 5,000 viewers, they're gonna see me break character and find out the real me. I'm gonna lose it all right there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a good possibility I'm gonna lose it all right there.
I
But
agree.
if you are what?
So I agree.
Yeah. So like, if you live the content and you are the content, you have nothing to worry about. Be who you are. Stay true to yourself. If you want to make vlogs, you want to do whatever you do what you want to do for you. If you want to play those AAA games, play them. You want to play those stupid random video games, play them. You want to play retro, play them. This is not something, this is not a career or a job or a hobby that you're taking on to be miserable in. Anybody that is first streaming for the first time, anybody that wants to be a streamer, you are given the opportunity that generations before us never had. Nobody ever had this opportunity before to be a content creator.
Mm-hmm.
We are blessed with the opportunity of having one person sit on our couch and watch us play games, watch us talk to ourselves, watch us talk to the streams. We're sitting here talking to a camera. I'm talking to a camera right now. Like, I'm not sitting here talking to like 25, 30 people. I'm sitting here in a camera
Mm-hmm.
and I'm reading a chat. So, the end of the day, though, do what you want to do and be happy doing what you're doing. If you're miserable, chat will know you're miserable. If you're upset, chat will know you're upset.
It is a very noticeable thing, and a lot of people take that for granted.
Yep. If you're having a bad day and you don't want to stream, don't stream. You don't need to give an excuse for what you want to do. If you don't want to stream, sorry guys, I don't want to stream today. I'm having a bad day. That's it. So be genuine, be true, be open, and be respectful. That's it. Like,
Bots out
honestly,
here
truly. And oh,
dropping
biggest thing,
knowledge.
I'm sorry. Biggest last thing, I'm sorry. Biggest thing too is right now, you will hear from a lot of people that you need the most expensive Elgato fucking capture card. You need the most expensive Elgato green screens. You need those 4K monitors. You need to have Elgato lights. You need to have all this shit. Bro, I started with a camera that was 5 years old that I had sitting in my living room. That shit was like a 420p. It wasn't even 720p. I started with that camera with shit ass lights and one monitor. You make what you make out of it and just be the best at what you can do. You don't want to use a camera, don't use a camera. You want to be a fucking avatar, be an avatar. You want to be a fucking green screen, room, the whole in yards, go for it. But build up to what you want to do, though. If you have a goal in your mind, build up to it.
I
You need to
agree.
find shit for cheap. Go to Goodwill. Find a cheap monitor if you need another monitor. Go to Facebook Marketplace. Get a free monitor. All my monitors were free. I was using free monitors that I found, and then I slowly built up my collection and started building more shit out.
I will tell you the
Don't
level of
let people
humbleness that
talk you
comes
into
with
shit.
that too. It
Oh, 100%.
because I started off no camera, streaming from a PC. Didn't know what the fuck I was doing, or I was streaming from a console. Sorry. And you go back and if you watch my clips, my older beginning clips, and then you slowly go up. You see where I added a camera. The camera wasn't that good because it was my PlayStation camera. Then you see that I added getting a PC, and then you see where I added my camera to my PC, and it was stretched. Now, I know you remember that because you used to yell at me about that. And then I finally got that fixed, and then I added cam borders to my stuff. My border wasn't matched up to my image properly, and you slowly go up the ladder of the clips and you see like the progression that you made. It makes so much, like, it humbles you on a level that a lot of people wouldn't understand, that start off coming out with the $3,000 PC, the $300 monitors, the $200 camera, or the not $200 camera, like $400 cameras, $800 mics, stuff like that. Like, you don't get that same humble feeling, if that makes sense.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Like, don't let people. Don't take. Don't. The road to streaming is different for everybody. What works for one does not work for somebody else. So there's no right way or wrong way to do it. You need to find
No.
what works for you.
So Candy asked, since you had a question, but you had to type out the backstory. So the question is, it's been a year and a half since I last had a schedule for streaming. I couldn't stream because of a rough pregnancy and I gave birth. And after that, got into a car accident. How do I find the drive to stream with a schedule again? So Johnny is going to tell you, I know his answer. You don't have to have a schedule. I agree with him. My answer to your question, Candy, just hit the go live button. Anytime, I'm not gonna say anytime you get the chance. Set a couple of days, one or two a week, in your head where you're like, I want to stream on these days. Don't force yourself, but the days that you're like let's say Monday and Tuesday. You want to stream Monday and Tuesday for a fact. When Monday and Tuesday come up, if you're not having a bad day, hey, I'm gonna hit the go live button. We're gonna see what happens. And then slowly work yourself back into a schedule if you want a schedule. If not, stream when the fuck you want to stream. You don't have to have a schedule. It's okay to not have one. Everybody has personal lives, and you might have a job where your job schedule changes every week, so your stream schedule is going to change every week. I have a set schedule. It worked for me. Johnny had a set schedule for a while. It worked for him. He took his set schedule away because it didn't work for him no more. And now him having randomness as a schedule works for him. So I think that's more of a mentality thing in the long run. You have to have the mentality to say, hey, on this day I'm going to hit the go live button.
Okay. So I'm going to elaborate and also touch on what Riddler said. I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you don't get a schedule. So my opinion on this is with, and I go back and forth with a few people in the community with this. You need to do what works for you. Like Riddler said, having a schedule as a streamer is an amazing thing. Having a
Mm-hmm.
schedule as a streamer in general, if you're trying to build consistency and you're trying to build up when you're starting out, having a schedule is key. Your community will be there, whether you have a schedule or not, if they want to be there. And case in point was recently proven to one of our friends when I was averaging 20 with a schedule. Took away the schedule, was gone for like 2 weeks. Went live. I averaged 20. Random ass times. 10 o'clock at night, 2 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock at night. Averaging the same. And it's because of the fact that schedules work for people that are trying to find you because they know that they can find you if they're still trying to find out who you are.
Thank you.
Your community will be there if your community can be there. If your community can be there when you're scheduled, they will be there. If they can be there when you're not scheduled, they will try to be there when they get the notification.
Something else to touch on with that is the fact that if you're not streaming to a schedule and you're still making connections with people, as long as you're still making connections, you don't have to be streaming. As long as people know that you're like, hey, you're supporting me, or we're having conversations in Discord, that is enough to make people say, hey, I'm gonna go look, I'm gonna go watch you. That's a big thing right there too.
Yeah. So I do feel that schedules are important, but within reason if it works for you.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't work for me right now, so that's why I took it away. My schedule will be coming back when I go to YouTube. I will be having a schedule. It'll be scheduled for Twitch and YouTube. And I'll be giving a strict schedule of vlogs, videos, shorts, etc. like that for consistency. Because again, I'm building up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Chief Candy did say though, besides when they hit the go live button, because obviously the first step, prefer a schedule because of how my anxiety works. With that being said, trying to get back into the idea of having a schedule is not easy when you do not do it for a while and you are not involved in it. My suggestion, because of the fact that I deal with severe anxiety, I deal with severe ADHD. My suggestion, a good way to be able to train yourself to get back to it again. Let's say I want to be live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 o'clock at night. Cool. Make that schedule. Make that schedule. Don't post it up anywhere. Don't announce it. On Monday, even if you decide to do random streams whenever you want to do it, on Monday, go to your computer, sit down on your computer at 10 o'clock. Turn on your computer, turn on everything. Turn on your OBS, turn on all that shit. Don't even hit the go live button. Sit there, browse YouTube, browse Twitch, or that, shut your shit down and leave. Wednesday, 10 o'clock. Do the same thing. Turn it on. What you want to do is you're essentially building yourself the routine and the safe haven of knowing that you have a routine. 10 o'clock is when I go live. I'm going to keep on doing the routine. So the routine you build will therefore convert into when you start hitting that go live button a week later. Because the consistency that you build for that anxiety, to not have the anxiety of being there, just the consistency of doing a certain thing day in, day out, whatever it may be, will lead you right into the idea of hitting the go live button and then being there for 2 hours, 3 hours, 1 hour, whatever it may be that you decide to do for schedule.
Mm-hmm. So, I think Nubsy asked a really good question as well. How do you balance that if you don't want to go live, don't, with building your brand, and have the mindset of a habit of not caring because if you're not feeling it, you don't do it? Because so many people start the I don't feel like it and it just becomes a habit and they quit. So, in my opinion on that, I'll let you go first. Go ahead.
Okay, so I will say right now, as far as if you don't want to go live, don't while you're building a brand, and the mindset of just not giving a care because if you're not feeling it, then don't do it. With me building a brand and building a company of no streamer left behind. The idea of when I say I don't feel like doing it, I'm not going to go live. If you don't want to go live, don't. To elaborate on that has to be the idea of why don't you want to go live? If you don't want to go live because you know what, I just don't give a shit about the thing. Guess what? This is not the content creation for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It sounds blunt and fucked up, but guess what? You don't want it as a career. You don't want it as a path. You want it as a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
If your mindset is, I don't want to go live because fuck it. What the hell do I care for? You know what? Fuck it. I don't give a shit about anybody. That's the mindset that you have of not caring, not looking for the long term goal of it. The idea of I don't want to go live because I had a rough day, or I'm just not going to be my 100% when I go live. I'm not going to be 100% when I'm streaming. I am down in the dirt. I have, mental issues. I'm having a really bad mental week. Whatever, if it's something like that where you just don't want to do it because you had a really long ass stressful day, then you have to come online and you have to go and sit there and be behind the camera and and be talking the entire time, and you just don't want to do it because you're just tired, you're stressed. That's when I say to you, if that's your problem, and that's why you don't want to do it, don't do it. Don't go live because you're going to hinder yourself more. Community will faster understand if you're like, yo, guys, I can't do it tonight. I had a rough day. But be transparent. That's the biggest thing, too. Be transparent.
Transparency
If
is
you say,
very important.
I don't want to go live, don't put up on your Twitch or your Twitter or your Discord, be like, yo, guess what, guys? I ain't going live tonight. Fuck it. I'm going out to go party. No. They're going to be like, what the fuck? But if you're being honest with them too, and you're a regular person that's honest with your community, you're like, yo, I don't feel like going live tonight, guy. I'm just not feeling it. It'll be a bad day for me. It'll be a bad stream. They'll understand. They'll understand, and they'll be like, you know what? It's cool. Take your time. Mental health as well. Take your time. Work on yourself. Most people will understand and be understanding if you're open and honest with them. But if you're really trying to, if you have that idea of, I don't feel like it, and it becomes a habit and you quit, in my mind, if you have that opportunity to think that way, then clearly you do not actually care about it. You don't care about it enough. Because for me, that's why I'm going to YouTube, because of the fact that I started to get that idea of like, I don't feel like going live on Twitch. But it was a bad mental day. It was bad mental weeks and stuff. I was just having really rough times. So for me, I switched over and I'm like, you know what? I need to get fresh. I need to get good with it again. I need to just switch my form of content to YouTube, where it's less live content and more recorded content. So because content creation is still in my heart, the creating aspect is still in my heart. I love it. But I'm burnt out. So that's where it's like building a brand. Building a brand versus for a hobby, or building a brand because of the fact that you're looking to actually do this and you have a set goal in mind and you really love what you're doing.
So my opinion on that, I'm gonna kind of branch off of what he said. I agree. If you're at the point where you're just saying fuck it, I don't care, streaming might not be for you. Content creation might not be for you. I hate saying that because I want everybody to give it an honest try. And what I mean by that, I've had some people that are really great people. I really enjoy their content. They went through 1 or 2 bad days and they're like, not doing this no more. And they quit. And it's one of those like, I'm upset about that because they did a really good job. But there's also times when you're having a bad mental day. I've been going through it a lot lately where I've canceled streams last minute. Sometimes you have to sit down and say, you know what? Yes, I had a bad day. My community is going to make that better. Sometimes it's really hard to find that perfect when to do that and still go live, because there are days when you're having just a really bad day and you'll hit go live and that does transition into stream. And there's some days when you have an absolutely terrible day and you hit go live just because it's your scheduled day, and then chat and everybody else brings you back to where like, you know what? It wasn't that bad of a day. So it's that part, finding that balance is really hard, especially where we are now. We're all trying to build our own brands. We're all trying to build ourselves up to being more successful at this. It is really hard to find that balance, especially at the beginning stages. But I feel like as long as you find that mental balance, or the balance in your own mentality, I think it works for you. That's my opinion. Because there has been days where I'm just absolutely like, fuck it, I don't want to stream, I'm done, I just want to take a break, I want to go and do whatever, and then I'll get home and be like, you know what, it's my day, I'm going to go ahead and stream. And then I stream, and my entire bad day got completely wiped away because of y'all, because of people in chat coming in and talking with me. It makes all the bad go away. Sometimes it doesn't, but most of the time it's that perfect distraction you need to break the cycle in your head. And I say that coming from somebody who's had a lot of really bad mental days lately. I've been struggling a lot lately, and my community picks me up every time I go live. And I appreciate and I love each and every one of y'all for that. I really do. And I know I don't express that enough to everybody, but I really do. All right. Boss Dude asks, is it good to take long breaks from streaming? Yes and no. Yes, if it is what you need personally. Also, no, because there are times where you have crazy amount of support from people and you took that break and they quit supporting you because you took that break. But then again, every time you lose a supporter, you're going to gain another one at some point. They're not gone forever.
I would say
He's all right for a few more minutes.
yes, take a break if you need to.
Yes.
I took a break of almost a month and a half. I came back, and the hardest part was the momentum. The momentum of being yourself, of being, if you're in a routine of doing your scheduling and you're used to doing XYZ day in, day out as a streamer, as a content creator, and then you take a break. It's the age old idea of, like, an object in motion stays in motion.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much where it comes down to with that one. So yes, take a break, but at the same time, though, um, at the same time, so yes, take a break, do what you got to do.
Stop.
But also remember, though, too, that if you the longer break you take, the harder it's going to be to pick your momentum back up again. Because I'm still struggling with that, and I took a break back in January.
Son,
But the
quit
support,
kicking
oh
the
yeah, the
dust.
support. If they want to support you, support will be there. Like my support, luckily enough, some of them dropped off, some of them I don't see anymore. But
Mm-hmm.
for the most part, they're here, and it's an amazing community that we built. So
Sweet. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're getting to the point where we are going to wrap things up. So if anybody else has any more questions they'd like to ask me or Mr. Boombots, now is the time. But while we're doing that,
it's not put the
Mr.
channel up.
Are you sure?
I did. I should make sure it says channel on it.
Music video.
I was gonna say, I hope it's not. Is it? Is it? It's not. Right? Oh, that's not. Okay, good guy. I got scared. I was like, oh crap, no.
But while we before we raid out, I want to say a huge thank you to Johnny, not only for coming through, not only for coming through and hanging out with us tonight. What are you doing, kid? Sorry, he just was coughing and he fell over, but he's good. But one, I want to say thank you to Johnny for coming through and doing this interview. I really do appreciate it. It meant a great deal to me, and the fact that he's been a friend of mine for so long, it made it even better. But I also want to say thank you for all the things that everybody else in chat don't know that you've done for me. Helping me with my overload, helping me with my rough mental states. Johnny is one of the reasons I haven't quit streaming. There's been a few times where I've messaged him, I was like, bro, I'm fucking done. I quit. I give up with this shit. I'm done with all of it. And he told me not to. And I want to say thank you, truly.
You've been there for me too a couple times, and I've literally been ready to throw the towel in my beginning when I first started streaming, first couple months in.
It's a rough mentality, and I know we've both been through it. Having somebody there that supports us like that, it really does mean the world. And I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah, man. No, honestly, like you're a great dude. Honestly, and I want to thank you for having me on the interview too, as well. It's amazing to see where you came from and where you're headed to, and you have a great head on your shoulders with this stuff, and you've been doing really good with it. And you've been I've been seeing, I've been watching you just constantly change and grow, and just go further and further and move, and just the momentum you're getting with it though. And you're on the road, dude. So just definitely keep going with it, man. Just keep it up. Keep it up.
I appreciate that. But I'm going to give one final warning. I'm going to give 2 more minutes. If there's any more questions, we'll go ahead and give that little warning just to give everybody a heads up. We are going to be raiding out to a member of the community, Miss Nervosis. She's an amazing content creator. She was actually one of the first people to do the interview with us. She was incredibly entertaining. She's super funny. Just don't say her name wrong because she will yell at you. Also, yeah, I was getting to that. Just say, give yourself
Even though
a
I'm not
shout
gonna be on
out.
there often, but
I need to get my sounds for my sound alerts working. Or not sound alerts, my shout outs to work again. Why didn't the clip pop up? Do I not have that on here? But yeah, we're gonna be rating out to Nerve. Like I said, she's an amazing content creator. She's super awesome.
she died.
So, but it looks like no more questions. So until that, let's see. Let's start that on up. But if y'all are
Leave read, but right.
if y'all are a member of the Great Heathen Army, let's see. That worked this time. If y'all are a member and y'all are a sub to the channel, drop those Viking Raid emotes into the chat. If not, just say Viking Raid. They know where you're coming from. But until I should be back tomorrow as long as work doesn't beat me too bad. We'll be back tomorrow with possibly Bloodborne. I don't remember what I had planned for tomorrow. I'll keep y'all updated. If y'all are not a member of the Discord, please jump in there. Come hang out. You'll meet a lot of crazy good streamers, a lot of crazy cool people in there. I do message everybody back. I talk to everybody that's in there if y'all want to come and hang out. Also, I'm going to plug my YouTube channel. He's been plugging his all night. I do have a lot more YouTube content coming. I know I've been slacking here and there on that, but if y'all would check that out, I would greatly appreciate that. And also, here's the links to all of my socials, and that will take you to everything. I put content on everywhere. I try to be funny and laugh and have a good time. But without that being said, y'all have a great night. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
My son's in the background. Bye.
I think the only thing I've done